From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Roz, it's Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
There's a website called How to Bet that recently conducted an IQ study on fans of 6 different sports. And the results suggest that fans of a particular sport had the highest average IQ.
Can you give me the sports?
Yes. I'm going to leave one out because I don't know if you're going to mention it. But there's baseball,
I'll
hockey.
rank them. Give them to me. I'll rank them. I'll tell you who the smartest fans are.
Okay. Baseball,
hockey,
yeah, football, basketball,
okay,
racing, like motor racing,
like NASCAR.
Yep.
Okay. And what else? Golf.
And the other one is
poker. Golf.
Nope.
Tennis.
Nope.
Hockey, baseball, football, basketball, racing. Not golf, not poker, not tennis.
No.
Wrestling, fighting.
Correct.
Fighting.
Specifically, wrestling.
Wrestling. Like
WWE.
But not MMA?
No.
They put WWE on this list?
Correct.
Not MMA.
They did not.
But you can't bet on WWE.
Hey, man, I'm not the one that conducted the IQ study. They did.
And so what? They turned around and said who had the smartest fans? Baseball, hockey, football, basketball, racing, or WWE?
Correct.
Okay. You have a look on your face like you did not fare well. So I'm going to go ahead and put WWE last.
Incorrect, sir.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and put WWE first.
You are correct, sir.
Really? Come on.
So the average IQ in the U.S. is 98.
Stop it.
Out of all of these sports, right? The IQ study gave WWE fans, based on the results, 112.6 as an IQ.
How did they test for this?
There's various. Math, reading, everything that you would test somebody on their IQ for.
Like, to me, this seems like one of these studies where they determine somebody's IQ by smelling their breath. You know what I mean? Like, there doesn't seem like there's a lot to it.
So here, the tests were designed to measure 4 indicators of intelligence, namely verbal intelligence, mathematical ability, logical reasoning, and visual reasoning. So WWE fans came in at number 1.
Oh, for God's sake.
With an average IQ of 112.6.
Okay.
And then followed by hockey,
yes.
112.3.
Yes.
Followed by basketball, then football, then baseball.
Yeah.
And then racing.
NASCAR. Yeah,
NASCAR.
I mean, come on. We knew the bottom was either going to be NASCAR or WWE, right? We knew. We knew. But I think that there's a validity to this because I think that the people who are true WWE fans use a part of their brain that other fans don't have to use. And I think it's an incredibly important part of the brain that you tend to lose when you get into adulthood, which is you tend to lose the part of your brain that creates fantasy. You tend to lose the part of your brain that, what do you mean, what am I talking about?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about?
Like, explain what you're trying to say.
I'm trying to compliment you. I'm saying
I thought
that,
you were calling wrestling fake. It's still real to me, damn it.
Oh, for God's sakes. No, there's an element of play involved when you're a WWE fan. An element of fantasy, an element of make-believe, an element of... You look so pissed off right now.
Are you calling wrestling fake?
I'm not calling wrestling fake, but I'm saying that there's an element of fantasy to it that adults generally don't
like we
need to...
wish we were wrestlers.
No, that adults generally don't need to apply when they're fans of other sports.
Right.
Okay? Like a football fan doesn't need to get into that mindset, and having that mindset, I think, is very beneficial when it comes to something like IQ.
Okay. Well, it's still real to me,
Oh,
damn
my
it.
God. You missed stuff.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Okay, Roz, Deepa is here. We asked her to come back. I know she's usually here every day to read the DMs, go through all the questions and comments that people have for the show, right? But I brought Deepa in because I want to have this conversation. As you know, Deepa's engaged, and she's getting married in September. And you've been with your fiance now for how long?
7 years.
7 years,
7
right?
years. But we've known each other since we were 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Known each other since they were 12, been together for 7 years, getting married, had never lived together before until recently.
Yes.
They got their first place. So
Oh,
congratulations.
how long ago?
Oh, thank you. We got our first place in January.
Oh, so
Okay.
this is new.
This is
Yes.
new.
Oh.
So
Yes.
here's the thing, and here's what I want to know from Deepa, because I heard you made a comment the other day, but we didn't get a chance to get into it.
Yeah.
But you said that since living with your soon-to-be husband, you are only now learning certain things about him that you didn't know and that are annoying the hell out of you.
Oh my gosh. It's been a real steep learning curve over here. I'm just like, what did I get myself
Is this first?
into?
Okay, so aside from your father, this is the first boy you've ever lived
Yes.
with.
And my brothers.
Your brothers.
Yes.
Okay, but so you understand, you have, and we've talked about this before, you must have an incredible sort of tolerance for gross boy things, having lived in the house that you lived growing up. So what has been a surprise then? Is it other things?
I'm very sensitive to like sound. So there's one thing that I hate about him now. First of all, let me preface this by saying I love him still. We're still going to get married. It's all going to be great. I'll just work on what I don't like and what I like about him. So the first thing that he does is his chewing is disgusting. He's one of those like...
But how do you not know that before moving in?
We've eaten together multiple times before. I don't know if when he's in a home setting, it's like completely different. He like chews with his mouth open. And it's like the sound and the visuals, like that sloshing. I'm like, I know what we made for dinner. I don't need to see it in your mouth. I don't need to hear it sloshing around in your mouth. And it just gets me every single time. So I'm like, how do we fix this? So
He's a loud eater.
He's a loud eater. And I
Yeah.
told him about it. And now, like, when I give him the look, he knows. And he's like, sorry, Deepa. And then he'll just, like, chew
What,
very
eat food
slowly.
like a chipmunk? Or like a squirrel?
I feel
Poor
so
guy.
bad, but...
Smaller bites, jackass. You're grossing me out.
So that's one thing.
Hey, you know what? This is the thing, though. Like, every couple, like, when you move in together, you start realizing or you, like, start picking up on, like, these tiny, tiny little things that the other person does or says or does completely different from
Yes,
you, right?
exactly. The next thing is a very weird one. Sometimes I don't like the way he breathes.
You are Deepa. Hold on a second here. Okay. Okay, girl.
Yes.
You are not even married yet. You've only been living together for a few months, and you are already at the I hate the way you breathe.
Yes. It was one of the first things that, like...
How does he breathe?
No, it's like, I don't like hearing, like...
Oxygen?
No!
Okay, wait.
I'm happy that you're,
You
like...
don't like hearing him alive.
No, that's not it. I just don't like the way that, like, sometimes, like, in the morning, like, it literally sounds like, I don't know what has been going on during the night, but he, like, inhales, he's like... And then I'm just like, are you okay? Like, he just sounds like he's dying.
Like, he just woke up and he's enjoying the fact that he woke up
it's just
and maybe
like,
had a good sleep.
It's so dramatic. And I literally have to ask him, like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, but can you, like, breathe a little less loudly? Because it's really irritating.
Could you imagine, right? You just start a new life. You got your fiance. You guys are wildly in love. You got a brand new place. You wake up in the morning just happy to be alive, right? Like... And the person beside you looks at you and goes, "Do you have to be so dramatic about it?"
Yeah, I do. I feel really
Anyway,
bad.
nothing but the best then, Deepa. Wish you well.
Wait, there has to be more. Is it like one more example
Yeah,
of something?
there's one more thing. And there's a few things I do that I know pisses him off too. The next thing is like, I'll just be sitting there minding my own business, and he can be on the other side of the couch. And then he'd be like, what's up? And I'm like, wait, what? He's like, you said something. I'm like, I literally didn't say anything. He's like, oh, I heard you giggle. And I was like, wait, what? So if I giggle, like, he has to know what the joke is about. And I'm just like, dude, you don't have to be like so into everything that I'm reading online. And he's like, but I want to be part of the joke too. I'm like, no, I'm not going to tell you. And then I leave it at that. So
Okay.
I love him though.
Damn, Deepa. Damn.
Wait, on the flip side, real quick, what are some of the things that he said that he's like either learned about you since moving in together?
I think my stuff is like dangerous stuff. Like it could injure somebody. So I leave the drawers open when I like open them. I don't close the drawers for some reason. Like if I'm gonna go grab makeup from the bathroom, I leave everything open and I walk out the washroom.
What if you're in the kitchen and you open like to get like knives or something?
Yeah, sometimes I leave it open.
No.
I do. I don't know why. It's just like a common thing that I've done before. And then also, I don't know. Why are you looking at me like that, Ross?
I'm so shocked that you're even engaged.
Why?
Okay, go ahead.
This.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, the next one is, I don't know if this is like a brown people thing, but we have a dishwasher. We don't wash dishes. We just use it as like a drying rack. So I will leave the knives pointing up while they're drying. So if he opens it and tries to put something else, he actually like cut himself on.
Look at him laughing right now.
Do you leave
Look at her.
it
Okay,
right
look
side
at-
up? And I'm like, oh, sorry.
Please just recognize the laugh that comes out of it. You were almost crying laughing so hard of the idea that your fiance stabs himself by doing dishes.
I'm trying to fix my mistakes, just like how he's trying to fix his breathing pattern.
Wow. Yeah, my problems are I put knives in the wrong way in the dishwasher and it can cause injury. His problems, the breathing.
Anyway, all the best.
Yeah.
Diva. Congratulations.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Martin Scorsese is a TikTok star.
What?
Martin Scorsese,
the film director,
is a TikTok star. Yeah. Well, his daughter was Francesca Scorsese was on TikTok, and she got her dad. So Francesca 21, Martin 78.
Huh?
Yeah.
No.
So Francesca is 21, Martin's 78.
Okay.
And they did one of those TikTok videos where they put up a bunch of things and then you have to sort of guess what they are.
Okay.
But like the stuff that she put up there for him to guess were all like girl products.
Okay.
Okay. So the first thing, and it's done, like it's kind of looks like green screen where your heads are just floating around on the.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one was an eyelash curler. So this is Martin Scorsese's best guess as to what an eyelash curler is.
That is for your eyes, the mascara.
Oh.
Not bad, right? And then
at least he knew it was for your eyes.
Okay. And then the next was I wonder if you would even know what this is. Hold on. Let me just give me one. Can you give me 1 second here?
Sure.
Okay, hold on here.
Do you have to Google it?
Well, yeah, I want to get the picture for you.
Oh.
Do you have any idea what that is?
Looks naughty.
What is that? What do you think that is?
Looks like a teardrop, like a pink teardrop.
Yeah, but what do you think you do with it?
Is it like a massager?
For what?
Like your arms or something?
Or?
Your private areas?
No, it's a sponge that you blend makeup with.
Oh!
Okay. So that was number 2. It's a beauty blender.
That is it's some sort of cosmetic thing that you use.
Oh,
yes. Okay. So 78-year-old Martin Scorsese knows what that is. Mocha thinks it's some sort of massager that you use on your arms and other places. Okay. Hold on. This is fun. Give me 1 second.
What?
Okay.
What are you Googling now?
I'm going to show you what number 3 was. Okay. So Mocha.
Yeah.
What is this? What is that? What do you think that is? Take a look at it. What do you think that is?
Looks like it's made out of like felt or paper or. That is for what do you call it? To put like hair dye and then you squeeze like a hair dye bottle.
A hair dye bottle.
Yeah, you squeeze so you can get precision hair dye like on your roots and stuff.
Okay, so you think it's for the hair.
Yeah.
It's actually a menstrual cup.
Oh,
okay. So this is what Martin Scorsese guessed.
That's a flagon. No, it's really an eye cup.
An eye cup?
Yeah, isn't it?
Okay. So you think a menstrual, you see menstrual cup and you think it's something you squirt on your hair.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese thinks it's something you put on your eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. And I
don't know, those Google images, like, I mean, the pictures.
Okay. Hold on here. Let me go. Okay. So Mocha, what are these? What are those?
They look like you have a pop-up. Sign up to the website if you want to buy that thing.
Yeah, I will. Don't you even worry about it. Yeah, what are those, Mocha? What would you guess? What would you guess that these are?
Oh.
What do you think that is?
They look like nicotine patches, but I know that they're
so
not.
You say nicotine patch.
No. Oh,
No?
It'll be, I don't know, like something for your face. Like maybe you put like a cream or like some sort of a lotion, then you put it on your face for it to like absorb into your skin.
Okay, these are nipple pasties.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you said they're for your eyes.
Yeah, your face.
Your face.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese said they are
Okay.
Earbuds?
earbuds.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yo, did you see this story about that Chihuahua, the demon Chihuahua named Prancer that they were trying to get adopted?
No.
So it was a little while ago, and I'll read you a little bit of the brutally honest adoption post that his owner at the time, who Prancer came into her life, posted. She wrote this. Okay, I've tried and tried for the last several months to post this dog for adoption and make him sound palatable. The problem is he's just not. There's not a very big market for a neurotic, man-hating, animal-hating, children-hating dog that looks like a gremlin. Oh, no. But I have to believe there's someone out there for Prancer because I am tired, and so is my family. Every day we live in the grips of the demonic Chihuahua hellscape that he has created in our home. If you own a Chihuahua, you probably know what I'm talking about. He's literally the Chihuahua meme that describes them as being 50% hate and 50% tremble.
Oh no!
Okay. She goes on to say, Prancer came into my home obese, wearing a cashmere sweater with a bacon, egg, and cheese stuffed in his crate with him. I should have known in that moment this dog would be a problem. He was owned by an elderly woman who treated him like a human and never socialized him. Sprinkle in a little generic predisposition for being nervous, and you've concocted a neurotic mess. She goes on to say, I was excited to see him come out of his shell and become a real dog. I am convinced at this point that he is not a real dog, but more like a vessel for a traumatized Victorian child that now haunts our home.
Oh no,
Okay.
Poor dog.
Goes on to say, Prancer only likes women, nothing else. He hates men more than women do, which says a lot. If you have a husband, don't bother applying unless you hate him. Prancer has lived with a man for 6 months and still has not accepted him. He bonds to women and takes his job of protection seriously. He offers better protection than a Capitol security guard. This also extends to other animals as well. Have other dogs, cats? Don't apply unless you like them being shaken like a rag doll by a 13-pound rage machine. This may be confusing to people as he currently lives with 7 other dogs and 12 cats. We also mentioned no kids for Prancer. I think at this point you can imagine why. He's never been in the presence of a child, but I can already imagine the demonic noises and shaking fury that would erupt from his body if he was. Prancer wants to be your her only child.
Oh, no.
So Prancer was adopted.
Hey!
Prancer
That's amazing.
Prancer did find his forever home. And this, according to NPR, they wrote this. Great news. Prancer, the 13-pound German Chihuahua who hates men, women, or who hates men and children, and was described as a, quote, vessel for a traumatized Victorian child, has been adopted by a 36-year-old single lesbian.
Way to go, Prancer. You living it up now.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Hello?
Happy birthday, Lori. It's Roz and Mocha.
Are you kidding me right now?
Lori lives in Kingston, Ontario, and texted and said,
oh my God.
Texted yesterday and said, I turned 44 tomorrow. I would love a birthday shout out from the smoothest, coolest dude around, Roz.
Oh.
Lori loves you, by the way, Roz.
Well, Lori, happy birthday.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me right now?
No.
I stalk Roz on ET Canada online and always give me a shout out, and he ignores me. I'm I'm going to tell him you can't ignore a 44-year-old now. You can't do that.
Well, I ignore a lot of
Oh my God.
Okay.
I'm so excited right now. I'm just on my way to work. Oh my God.
Okay, so all those things that you've asked me or stalked me and wanted to know, and all that other stuff. Okay, now that you're here, what do you want to say?
So I didn't even think you would call because my ringer was off.
Okay, that's not our fault.
I know.
It's a you problem, girl.
Yeah.
So now I don't even know what to say. I just think you guys are the most amazing guys ever. Roz is just I know you have Catherine, but it's just a big crush.
Oh, okay.
He just gives the best advice ever. He's so common sense, so smart. I don't know if he took psychology in school at some point, but best advice ever, bud.
No, dropped out of community college.
Hey, Lori, so you sound like you've got a pretty big crush on Roz. How much would you say, how much of your day do you spend thinking about or even stalking Roz on social?
Oh, my God. I check every day on Instagram.
Yeah.
And my coworker and I always talk about you. She's right in love with you, too. And she's married and she has kids. It's all good. But we talk about you. We're we try to tell the other girls. We try to tell the other girls to listen to you guys. And we're oh, my God, that Roz. Oh, he's just so smooth. He's such a smooth, cool dude.
Yeah.
and the other girls want nothing to do with it?
Oh, yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry.
No.
But that just means more for you, Lori.
I was just going to say more for me. Oh, my God. You have no... I'm in shock right now. That's crazy. You guys are the best.
Are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Okay,
I have no kids.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
Yeah, just working and
Available, huh?
Yeah, you and Catherine going to be fighting or?
You have any fights planned?
Do we have any? Did you guys have anything that currently you slightly disagree on that maybe you might massively disagree on? I'll let you know.
Oh my God!
I'll let me know. I will let you know.
Got my number. Let me know. You have no idea. This is it's been such a bad year for everybody. This is amazing. I thank you so much for calling.
No,
oh my God.
No, you're great, and you're the best, and it's really honestly as fun as this conversation is. It's you guys and you specifically are the reason we do this show every day. And I know we say that a lot to a lot of big fans, but you are, and that's no joke. And we would be crushed if we missed your birthday, if we missed that text.
I love you so much.
Happy birthday, Lori.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thanks. Have a great day. Love you.
Bye-bye. Love you too.
Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Question.
Yes.
Did Shawn Mendes go to space or something?
No. Shawn Mendes was talking to, it was for Earth Day. And so they allowed Shawn Mendes to link up from Earth with the astronauts on the International Space Station.
I thought he got shot up
No.
into space.
No, it's actually adorable because he asked a bunch of questions and then he had kids who were also allowed to ask questions. And when I say kids, I don't mean like 12-year-olds. I mean like 5-year-olds.
Oh.
So listen to the beginning, because it's like, I don't care who you are, how cool you think you are. When you're about to link up with the International Space Station, you have to follow protocol, like perfectly.
Shawn Mendes, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
Oh, damn.
Station, this is Shawn Mendes. How do you hear me?
Shawn, we have you loud and clear. Welcome to the International Space Station.
Oh, wow.
It is such an honor to speak with you guys. I
gotta
feel
follow the rules.
so giddy and excited right now. I just want to say I'm so happy and excited to be doing this to help educate young people about our planet right now. This is really, really spectacular.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why does it say, how do you hear me and not can you
Well,
hear
no,
me?
because they have to say, we hear you loud and clear.
Oh,
right?
As in, how do you hear me?
Yes.
Not like with our ears, stupid.
No. With these, idiot. Yeah. No. So then they brought on like a bunch of kids with them, and they got to ask questions. And oh my God, my heart.
So the next question is from Winnie.
Hi, my name's Winnie. I'm from Barrow, Delaware. My question is, can you see a volcano erupting from space? My island is being affected by a volcano right now.
Good question.
Oh, thank you for that great question, and it's great to hear your voice up here. So we actually can see volcanoes. As Mark mentioned earlier, we rotate around the Earth once every 90 minutes, so it depends on where we are in our orbit. But we are able to see them, and we're also able to see the effects that they can have. Just last week, we were trying to get photos of the plume in the ash in the atmosphere because we're so high up that we can see it from this unique vantage point.
Oh, that's a great
Right?
question.
Right. Oh, the next one's even better. The
Really?
next kid question's even better.
The next absolutely adorable question is from Yal.
Hi, I'm Alan. I'm 5. I keep looking for unicorns on Earth, but have you seen them in space?
Oh my God.
Have we seen any unicorns in space? Well, so far the answer is no. We have not seen any unicorns up here, but we're going to keep looking. And you know, one place that we might actually have our best chance of seeing a unicorn is, have you ever just laid out in your backyard and watched the clouds go by and you can see shapes up there? Well, I tell you what, we see a lot of clouds up here, and I think we're all going to take an extra special look and see if we can't see a unicorn in the clouds.
Aw, that's super cute. That's real nice.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Did you see this twisted bacon story that everyone's freaking out over?
What is it?
On TikTok. Like a new way to cook bacon.
A new way to cook bacon? Well,
Yeah.
actually, there are many different ways you can cook bacon. People have written articles on what is the best way to cook bacon.
Yeah. So somebody came up with a way to cook bacon, put it up on TikTok, and then everyone's like, hold on, let me try this. So other people on TikTok were trying this technique.
Okay.
And then claiming that it is the absolute best way to cook bacon.
Okay.
So listen to this.
Twisted bacon is the new food trend on TikTok. Do a cooling rack on a baking sheet, then twist up your bacon like this. And this goes to your oven, 375 degrees, 35 minutes. It was the crispiest and chewiest bacon I've ever had.
So people saw that video and were like, hold on, no. And everyone's like doing it now.
So when they say twist it, what do you mean twist it?
So you take the bacon, right?
Yeah.
Long bacon.
Yeah.
And then you just start twisting it. So it's like
it looks like a little rope.
Yeah, so it
like
looks like a
meat
rope. Right.
Gotcha.
And then you place it on a baking rack, as this guy said. Some people have just put it like on just regular foil on like a baking sheet, toss it in the oven for that 35 minutes.
Let me tell you why I don't cook bacon in the oven.
Why?
Because nobody has 35 minutes to wait for bacon.
You have 35 minutes to wait
don't.
for bacon. Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you
nobody
Absolutely.
has 35 minutes to wait for
If
bacon.
you have 45 minutes to sit on the toilet with your phone, you have 35 minutes to cook bacon.
No,
Wait
but
for it.
everything is different. You're thinking that all things come from the same pool of time. They don't. There's toilet time and then there's bacon time.
This guy trying to justify.
Okay. Right?
So in your mind, how long is, or how short do you have to wait for bacon? Like
10
what's
minutes max.
The cooking time.
10 minutes. 10 minutes max. In a frying pan. Yeah. I sometimes cold fry bacon, meaning I don't heat up the pan first. Cold pan, bacon goes in. Yeah, cold pan, bacon goes in, then you turn it on.
I don't know. We made bacon yesterday.
In the oven?
In the oven.
No.
That's how we only make bacon.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Why not? Who cares?
What do you mean, who cares? It's such a pain in the ass, and then it's a pain in the ass to clean, and you got to clean the whole thing. We're
used to it.
You're using a tray, you're using a rack, probably tinfoil. No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
And it comes out great. 30, 35 minutes. I haven't done the twisted bacon yet, but we had bacon yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pork rope? No.
Don't say it like that.
What, pork rope?
Yeah.
Why? That's what twisted bacon is, right?
I know, but it just sounds weird.
Well, then
just
don't.
say twisted bacon.
No, then
like
don't.
they already gave it a name.
I know,
Don't
but-
come up with another name for a name that they've already given it.
I'm annoying like that.
Facts.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Natalie, how you doing? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hey, guys.
Oh man, this story, I could relate, but go ahead.
Well, I moved back with my parents, and I'm not sure that it was the greatest idea.
Yeah, you move back in with your folks. You wrote us this. Roz and Mocha Fix My Life. I love them, but I'm having a hard time as they run their business from there. And I ended up just spending a lot of time in my room. I really want my independence, but rent seems super expensive anywhere else. You go on to say, my friend and her boyfriend asked if I wanted to move in with them, but I don't think that's such a good idea. What do I do?
Yeah.
After how long were you living on your own the first time you moved out before moving back home?
Only 2 years.
Oh, okay.
For a program.
Yeah, but still, moving out for those 2 years, you get used to a certain routine. You get used to living your life a certain way with nobody else around, right?
Exactly.
That happened to me. I had to move back home twice. The first time when I moved away to Calgary, and then I moved back home. I was living with my folks, and I hated it.
Yeah.
Love my family dearly, but I hated it. And then the second time was when you and I first started working here, and the condo that I had bought, the delays, there was like 3 delays.
That's
so I had to move
right.
in with my folks for like 6 months. So I understand where you're coming from, Natalie, because you have your way of doing things, but then, you know, for your parents, they have their way of doing things, and it's also their house.
Okay, so let's break this down, though, because the option of you living on your own is not on the table. So you did provide option 1, option 2. Option 1 is staying at home and dealing with your folks. Option 2 is moving in with a friend and her boyfriend. I would highly recommend against moving in with your friend and the boyfriend.
So I thought, yeah.
It would be a little, not weird, but I think you're going to get into a situation where, again, you're going to be moving into somebody else's place where they already have their routines set. They already have things done on the daily a certain way. And when you integrate yourself and try to live your own life, you may see that it doesn't match up with kind of the group setting.
Exactly, yeah.
You will never be comfortable in that house. You will, at least if you're at home and your parents get in a fight, they don't care. They're going to fight in front of you, okay? But you're going to go in and move in with your friend and a boyfriend. They're going to have a disagreement one day that will have nothing to do with you, but couples argue. They fight. And they're going to wind up sneaking off, and you're going to spend so much time of your life in that place listening to whispers. And the only reason the whispers are happening is because you're there. And you will never be comfortable in that place. Guaranteed.
That makes sense. It's frustrating not being able to do it alone, eh? It's almost like, is there a single lady rent credit anywhere?
Yeah. Do you have like a friend that you can go halves on a place with, or any other friends that are single maybe?
Yeah, not so far. Most of my friends are in relationships, and a lot of them have moved out with their partners.
Yeah.
But I mean, new profession. Maybe I'll meet some more single people who are looking to rent. So there's still hope, I guess.
Are you saving your money right now for?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for the potential of moving out? Okay.
How much can you, just out of curiosity, how much can you afford? Like, what's too expensive for you?
I mean, I think $1,500 is reasonable. Anything I see is always like $1,800 and above, which is just like crazy. So
it's expensive out there.
It's crazy how
It's
expensive it is for one person.
It is.
Kind of like society is built for 2 people.
I would keep on just saving your cash and looking for the perfect and looking for the right place, not looking for an escape. Because I think right now, when what you're looking for is a way out, as opposed to looking for the best option. Just chill out. They're your folks, okay? If they're not pissed off that you're there, you're going to be okay. Save a little bit of money and look for the best option as opposed to the best escape, because I think that's what you're trying to work on now is an escape plan, and I don't think that's going to work out for you.
Right. All right. Well, thanks, guys.
No problem. I don't know about you, but the benefits I did have when I was living back with my folks, as much as it wasn't the ideal situation.
That all your
right?
wrestling dolls were still in the basement?
First of all, they're action figures. Second of all, they're in a box in the closet. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But yes, technically they were still in the basement.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that regardless? Like, my mom still cooked.
Yeah.
Right. So I had free meals right there. They didn't charge me rent.
Right.
And believe it or not, my mom still did my laundry from time to time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a bad deal.
That was pretty good. But again, you know, you're under their roof. They allowing you to stay there, and they have a certain way that they live their lives. So you can't necessarily, I don't want to say complain. It's unfortunate, and you just got to deal with it.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
All right. Just say that money,
All right,
girl.
well, thanks, guys. And before I go, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. You know, you guys are a light during this really tough pandemic, and just keep doing what you're doing. Thanks so much, guys.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Remember all those companies that would advertise prank gifts to send to people just for the sake of being a prank and not for anything else? Like, remember there was like, you could send a friend like a potato just randomly, or you could send somebody an envelope full of glitter.
Right. Which was mean.
Very mean, because glitter, you can't get that stuff out.
Exactly.
So there's a new one. It's called, the website is smellmythongs.com.
Excuse me.
The description reads this. Have a client ruined your day? Is your ex giving you stick all the time? Or just,
Stick?
yeah, I don't know what that means.
Oh.
Or just looking for the ultimate prank to play on your colleagues? Smell My Thongs allows you to send a customized message inside of a bright pink bubble envelope with lace hanging out the back. So send a fake thong to your unsuspecting friends or enemies. So there's nothing inside the envelope, right? But you see the envelope,
Yeah.
and just hanging out the edge is just a little bit of lace. So it
Right.
looks like there's underwear in there.
Oh.
But there's nothing inside except for like a little note that reads, haha, this is the prank. Here, you know, somebody sent it to you for these reasons.
So what? Like it shows up at the house, and then the wife sees the envelope with the
Or
thong, and then gets
whoever.
mad at the husband, and so on and so forth.
So
Like,
guess who
yeah.
got one delivered?
Who did?
Damn it, Matthew.
No, he didn't.
Yes.
That's the wrong person to send a smell my thong to.
So, damn it, Maury.
Yeah.
Thankfully recorded Damn it, Matthew's reaction to getting this in the mail.
Oh, God.
I had no idea this stuff was here. Can I help you?
What are you doing?
You're bothering me. That's what's happening. That's
Well,
what
a
I'm
package came in for you.
I don't open packages now with COVID just willingly. Like, I have to, like, it's a process. Smell my thongs? I'm not smelling nobody's thongs, not even my own.
Aren't you a little bit curious?
Ew. This is gross. No, I'm legit annoyed with you. Like, genuine used thongs from genuine women? This is disgusting.
Ew. But it came to you.
Who the sent this? You're telling me there's going to be human odors here, female odors.
I don't know.
I'm not opening this. I'm not. In fact, I want to disinfect my hands right now. No, I don't want nothing.
Okay, open it and see. Why don't we open it?
I'm not. Opening
Why don't we
no,
open it?
Now I'm not.
Why don't we open it?
I thought it was just a pair of free thongs.
What? You'd open that?
Well, to look at it, but I'm not touching used thongs. I don't want no disease or anything.
What
like
about
that.
just touch the little bit that's hanging out the edge?
Okay, we're done. Take this back. I throw this in the garbage. You open this, I'll murder you myself. I don't want those near me, Maury.
I'm rubbing it on
Stop
you.
it.
I'm rubbing it on you.
Oh,
Maury, you're being annoying. Stupid that you put me through. That came in the mail, and you're not embarrassed to accept that at concierge like that?
I didn't even think of that.
No, because you're a dummy. That's why.
So
I married a dummy.
Would you like me to put this in the pile with the other mail?
No, I want you to put it in the pile of.
I'm putting it in the laundry.
You do, and I'll break your face.
Okay, Matthew, relax. It is a joke. Look, do you have a client that's ruining your day? Do you want to get back to an ex? It's a joke.
What? I don't find it funny. Where's the
Okay,
joke
look,
part?
open it.
No, I'm not touching that. Do not bring that near me.
Look, there's not even a real thong in there, and you got all angry for nothing.
Sorry to disappoint you. No dirty thongs in here, but whoever delivered this to you now thinks you're weird. Are you serious? What a dumb joke. This is dumb, and I'm not laughing. What is the point of this except for the concierge to think that you're ordering smellmythongs.com? Like, that's great. Like, I'm the one that has to show face down there to the concierge, and now they're going to think we like smelly thongs. We like to order. I can't with you. I can't, Maury. This is... Here we go. I'm washing my hands.
I love you.
I don't know if I do right now.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
How you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you doing?
Good. 9 degrees right now, getting up to a high of 15 today. Mainly cloudy. Some rounds of showers or thunderstorms at times.
Yes.
But
I'm okay with that.
Whatever.
It's humid in here today.
I know.
Do you feel like it's hot in here?
Yeah, very much. I thought it was just because I'm wearing a hoodie, but
Like normally for the first hour or so that we're in here, I'm freezing. You don't need to turn it down. I'm acclimatized now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can't.
Oh no, the temp.
What is it at? It's cranked up, right?
No, it's cranked down.
Down?
Yeah.
Nah, it's not true.
No, I swear.
I'm humid. It's humid. Really?
Yeah, no, it's down.
Cranked down? Really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Do you not feel humid in here?
I do. That's why I'm shocked.
What is it, Maury? What?
Say
what? Shut up. No, that's not a hot thing. I'm not going through perimenopause. Or actually, at my age, probably straight up menopause.
You know, I bet you regret setting up that microphone in there for more.
I'm lit. My forehead is sweating. This might be still from the COVID shot because I'm sweating way more than I have ever sweat in my entire life after that
serious?
bloody COVID shot.
No.
Yeah. I don't need a desk fan, Maury. Thank you. Enough of that. I don't like that he can talk from that room now. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. No, but I'm hot though. Are you not hot?
No, it's a little warmer in here.
But it's a different kind of warm. It's like a humid warm.
Yeah. All
like
right.
it's moist. You don't think it's moist in here?
Not moist.
It's moist.
No, not moist.
Bruh, it's moist.
What you say, Maury?
Nah, turn his microphone. I don't like that. I don't like that. Turn it off. I don't like that new thing you're doing with turning Maury's microphone on in another room.
I actually like having
don't
him in
like
that room.
It. I like him in that room. Don't like that he can just
No,
do that.
I
No.
like it. What do you think, Maury?
No.
You like having that microphone in there?
No, this is not happening. No,
Yeah,
it's
I like it.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not happening. It's not. I need to. Listen, if I barely can control Maury when he's in this room.
Yeah.
Right. Barely. Barely. Now listen to him marching in while his microphone is still on in the other room.
Hold on, Maury. Let me do you a solid. Turn on this microphone now.
Oh, for God's sake!
Look at that. Options.
Yeah. Don't do this on a day when I'm like,
You look hotter, closer.
now I guess,
Maury's the only person in this room who can give it to you from both sides.
Rose looks like he's gonna pass out.
I'm not going to pass out. This is just not the way I wanted to start my day.
Well.
Like I didn't want to sweat, right? And then I didn't want to have to defend Maury on two fronts.
The pile of papers next to you. Fan yourself.
Stop it. Why would I not doing that? Oh my God, that feels good.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show Podcast.
Hello, Roz and Mocha. Who's this?
Hey, it's John. I have a question for Mocha.
Okay.
So we know Roz has a street named after him, but if you found out that Maury had a street named after him as well, would you be jealous?
Would I? No, I'd be happy for the guy.
Come on.
He's not buying it at all.
Why?
Okay.
Why wouldn't I be? Why wouldn't I be happy? It's a great achievement.
Oh, okay. Just wondering if you would be able to check your Instagram DMs quickly.
Oh.
I sent you guys something just a couple minutes ago.
Where did you send it? Where did you send it?
Mocha Frap.
Oh,
and
okay,
I sent a group to Mocha Frap and Roz.
Okay.
Okay.
So there is a street named Maury Crescent. Where is this? Oh my God, get out of here. This isn't real, is it?
This is real, buddy.
So
It's right by my house.
Okay, so there's Maury Crescent that crosses with Sherman Crescent.
Yeah.
Where is that?
here.
Where is that? Where do you live?
In Pickering.
In Pickering, just outside of Toronto.
Yo, shout out
Yeah.
to the 905. Hold on, Maury Crescent crosses
know
with
this,
Sherman
Maury?
Crescent? How did you not know this, Maury? What the hell? But Maury is spelled M-A-U-R-Y
I know,
as
it's
opposed
not-
to M-A-U-R-I-E.
I know. That's the only part that sucks.
I was hoping you
So
wouldn't say that.
so what happens now?
I think you...
Well, obviously, more you have to go and turn it into some sort of autonomous state. and just camp out in the middle of it. See, look.
Yeah.
Here, look. So there's Maury Crescent, and this sign is Sherman Crescent.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Look at you. Congratulations.
I have to live there.
Yeah.
No, you have to take care of the place now. You're responsible.
That's more than what Roz has. I have an intersection.
Look at this. Yo, congrats, dude. That's amazing.
Wow.
What was the street sign I sent you the other day, Maury, where I said that you should buy a house on that road? Oh. Right. Cream Top Lane.
Thanks, John.
No worries.
Later, dude.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Do you watch Dr. Phil at all? You ever catch Dr. Phil?
No.
No?
Only when things go viral.
So Dr. Phil, one of the most famous guests on Dr. Phil was, of course, Cash Me Outside.
How about that?
How long ago was that even? I don't even know. Like years ago, right?
Like 5, 6 years?
Yeah, I
Gotta
guess. Right? So the new sort of Cash Me Outside girl, she became famous on, I think, Instagram for she was doing a live stream, and they set it all up in this clip, but she was doing a live stream, and she made fun of a girl on the live stream who had cancer, and then she went viral, and then this girl's dad, they started a giant war, and it was just this whole schlamaz of an ugly mess, and she was just so out there annoying that you knew that she was either going to lean in on being this annoying and this awful, or she was going to disappear forever. And so she's decided to full on lean in. And of course, now she's on Dr. Phil. So here's the setup pack of why she went viral originally when she was talking online to this girl that had cancer.
I'm famous for being beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, and talented.
She's just trying to seek Insta fame, through social media, trying to go viral.
Talent! One day, I was just doing my thing being famous, and I decided to just troll. How pathetic can you be? You're fat, you're ugly, you look deformed. I was live the entire time. I saw this girl with the ugliest hairline. It is a wig. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Leukemia? Do you have cancer? Oh my god, do you have cancer? And I was like, oh, messed up hairline, wig, and oh, wig, cancer. I just connected the dots. She wasn't actually wearing a wig. You are such a loser. You're wearing a wig because you're bald.
Oh my God.
I thought everything I said was...
Oh my God.
Okay. So then she goes on Dr. Phil, and she's on Dr. Phil with her dad, right?
Yeah.
And again, remember Cash Me Outside and how just like unruly she was at the time? So listen to this girl talk about fame.
You got a lot of attention for a video that you didn't want to go out, but it went out, right?
No, that's not true.
What happened?
Oh my God.
So what happened was I was just being famous, and one of my viewers reposted the clip.
What do you mean you were just being famous? How do you be famous?
I guess just being like gorgeous, beautiful, amazing, talented, and just a celebrity,
So you're gorgeous,
beautiful, amazing, and
talented, and a celebrity?
Yeah. And you know what? Like, I can't just not be gorgeous, so I just don't really care,
And how do you define famous?
Me. I knew I was born famous. a superstar.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
This girl can't be for real. She's for real?
This is my thing is now I think that Dr. Phil's getting trolled. So the name of this episode of Dr. Phil was My Narcissistic Drama Queen Teen is Dead to Me.
Jeez.
Okay, so here's more of Maya.
Can't fit that in a tweet.
Here's more of Maya and Dr. Phil.
I'm trying to figure this out so I
Yeah.
know. You're famous in whose other than yours, whose eyes are you famous in?
The Globe.
The Globe.
Yeah.
On YouTube, you have less than 10,000 subscribers.
Oh no,
Oh, geez.
that's that's it's a glitch. It's a glitch.
No, it's not a glitch. It's the number of followers or subscribers you have.
No, Dr. Phil, it's 100% a glitch. It's it's supposed to be a capital B at the end, not a K at whatever. I think I'm at 7 billion.
Do you know what the world population is?
Billion.
I don't keep up with the pores really. I just don't.
This is not real.
Thank you.
No,
right?
I don't believe this.
This
at
is 100%
all.
a character, and it's
Completely.
vile. Like she's vile. I don't know why anybody would decide that their brand or what they're going to ride into their future is going to be this.
Yeah,
sort
no,
of
this ain't real.
Vile.
I
But
don't
there's
believe it.
no way this is
Mm-mm.
real. There's
I don't believe
no chance this is
Especially
real.
with that last clip, absolutely not.
No,
I don't believe her at all.
No. So is Dr. Phil getting trolled, or is Dr. Phil trolling us? That's the question.
Both.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think Dr. Phil knows that he's getting trolled, and in turn,
I think
he's using
within-
it because we'll play it on
Yes,
the show.
I think he realized throughout the interview he was getting trolled.
Right.
And at that point decided to keep going with it. And now he's
Right.
trolling all of us.
Right. You may be right with that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. All right. Time to move on.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is.
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Melissa, it's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So, what's up? What's going on?
My fiance cheated on me while we were working on Us. How do I move on?
Your fiance cheated on you while you were working on Us. How do you move on? Yeah, you wrote us, Roz and Mocha Fix My Life. He said it wasn't cheating because we technically weren't together, but we were working on Us. And when I caught him cheating, he just packed up all his stuff, wrote me a letter, and basically dumped me. How do I move forward? I need advice. So was this, when you say working on Us, what does that mean? Like, was this a break?
I said I was done because we weren't really communicating. Like, I didn't know what to do. And then I came to him right after, like, can we work on this? And he agreed to it.
Okay, but what was the situation like while you guys were working on this? Like, were you together? Were you living in the same house?
Yeah, we were living in the same house. We were going on dates. We were, like, talking way more. We were spending more time together, watching movies together.
Oh, so you were still like together then?
So it wasn't
Yeah.
it wasn't a break then.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
when you guys are working on your relationship, at what point did he cheat? Was it early on, or was it midway? Was it ongoing?
It was, like, halfway through, the one that I found out about. There might have been more. Who knows?
Right.
So when you say you caught him cheating, was it like physically cheating or was he in the DMs with somebody?
It was physically cheating. I didn't, like, catch the act, but
Okay.
I found a message, and then I messaged the girl, and she told me all about it.
You messaged the girl?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
I wanted to know.
No good's gonna come from that. It's not her fault.
Yeah. No, it's not.
So
She
did
felt
she?
bad.
Oh, did she know? She didn't know that he was already with you.
No,
She thought he was
like,
single.
He said he was living with his ex until the lease was up on their place.
Guys lie. Guys lie. Yeah,
Yeah.
she didn't know.
So Melissa, what did he write? You said he wrote you a letter. Was it an apology letter?
No, it
Or
was
like take me
basically
back?
blaming me for it.
Oh,
What did he say? Why was it your fault?
That I broke his heart before quarantine, and that.
How did you break
he
his
was-
heart? Did you cheat on him?
No, I just said that, like, I don't know how to do this if we can't communicate. So it was the same problem before, but I stuck with it.
So you got dumped, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you want to know how to get past the feeling of being hurt and being dumped, right?
Yeah.
So part of the big hurdle that you normally run into after a relationship ends is you start obsessing about closure, right? And you try and piece it all together, because when things end in a messy way, especially when you guys made the decision to and the commitment to sort of work on each other, if you guys weren't going to make it at the end of it, you start to think maybe, I can handle that because it'll be mutual. We gave it our best shot, everything else. And now you're hurt because you felt like you were giving it your best shot, but he wasn't. And then when it came time for him to actually do the work and be straight up with you, he just bailed. And so you have zero closure in all of this, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. You're not going to get closure. Closure is not going to do for you what you think it's going to do for you.
No.
Because you're still going to have questions, right? You're going to have all these questions that he's not going to answer or he can't answer.
He's going to lie.
Yeah. And no matter what he says, you're going to say, but what about whatever.
Yeah.
And then he'll say something, he'll answer that question, maybe with a lie. And then you'll say, well, what about whatever. You're always going to say, well, what about, or how about, or remember that time when, and it's just going to be an endless circle. You're never going to get the answer that you think that you're looking for.
What do I do now, though?
So what in a perfect world, and it hurts, right? But being sort of blunt, direct, but still somewhat compassionate is the roadmap to a successful breakup. And what you need him to say to you, because it's what you suspect anyway, but you need to imagine there's nothing else in that letter other than him saying, I don't love you.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what you suspect, and you just haven't heard it, and that's what's killing you because you work so hard on this, and you never heard him say he did all the things to show you that he didn't love you, but he never said the words I don't love you. So you need to assume that, right? You need to assume that, and any sort of road you go down to try and get closure, it's only going to hurt more. It's not going to do the thing that you think it's going to do. At all. It's going to be the exact opposite. But sometimes these moments after a breakup are a fantastic gift. You have the ability to sort of reflect and figure out who you are and figure out, not where the relationship went wrong, but figure out your role in all of this. Not that you bear any blame, but figure out how you were dealing with it emotionally. And were you irrational with yourself? And I know that he was lying to you and he was lying to the girlfriend, but were you also maybe a little bit lying to yourself? Like, did you maybe see something in front of your eyes that you were just hanging on to for some reason? Maybe you felt like, well, I've just invested so much of my time in this, and so I can't let it go, when you really know you should have.
You're so right.
Yeah, you deserve happiness. You don't need that guy in your life. You should be happy that it's over and now you can finally move on.
It's true. I will be.
It's not easy. It's not easy. Take this moment as a gift, as the gift for what it is, which is you get to, at the age you are now, do some real good work on yourself. Not that you need it, but it'll help you. Trust me, it'll help.
You'll be good. You'll survive this.
You're right.
All
Thank
right?
you.
Melissa 2.0. Hot girl summer. Get ready for it.
Yeah. Also, you could just find like a hotter guy and just start posting pictures.
You know what? Yes.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Hot girl summer. Melissa 2.0.
Yeah.
Thanks, Melissa.
Thank you.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Super foggy this morning, but whatever.
What else is new?
Open your eyes. All right, buddy.
Is the fog still the scary? What do you? If we're talking scary, right?
Yeah.
If you're alone at home, power goes out is one of them.
Oh, absolutely.
Crazy thunder and lightning storm is another one.
Mm-hmm. While the power's out?
No, just separately.
Yeah, but that combo though.
And then thick fog, so much so that if you open the door, you can't even see down the end of your driveway.
Fog.
What's the most scary?
Fog.
Really, huh?
Yeah. Because if I can't see my surroundings,
that's when you start to go.
That's when your mind starts to think and go crazy. Like, what's on the other side of that fog?
Right.
What's in that fog?
Right.
What's going to come through that fog?
Right.
And the dampness.
So, but is that the scariest? The fog? You're more scared of fog than you are if you're alone and the power goes out.
Actually, no. When the power goes out, because then everything's quiet, and even the slightest movement, the slightest, tiniest little noise, even if you make that noise,
right,
sounds way louder than what it actually is.
Right.
Because you're in your own head.
What about if you're alone at home? Power's on. You can still do all your things.
Okay.
But every now and then you get that like incredible crack of thunder and lightning where it makes your heart skip.
Not as scary.
Than looking at the window and just seeing dense fog.
In that scenario, I choose fog over crackling thunder.
Right. Now, Maura, you live in a condo. So fog isn't scary to you, right?
No, but when I'm driving in, if there's fog, I'm very scared. I lock my doors.
Right. Because of the fog or?
Because of the fog.
What's in the
don't
fog?
know, because you don't know what's in the fog. So as you're driving on the road, even though you're moving,
Right.
lock your doors.
But like, do you think that there are people who want to hurt you that like, they just go about living their life and then they wake up and they're like, oh my God, what is it? Foggy? Jesus, my God, I got to get all my stuff together. Like, where's my axe?
Yeah.
Like, you think that they're so organized that
Like
they understand.
It's attacking time?
Yeah. Like they just scramble.
Do you know what else is scary?
What's that?
In a condo or a house or what have you, when there's thunder and you're alone in the power.
What do you know from a house?
Well, I've stayed in one.
Okay. Okay.
I never in the condo if the power goes out or if I'm alone and there's thunder, I never close and I run to the bedroom to hide.
Yes.
I never close.
What do you mean you run to the bedroom to
Like
hide?
I go under the covers, right?
What do you mean?
For what?
Like if it's at night?
If it's at night.
Okay.
Yeah. But I never close the bedroom door
So
because that makes it scarier.
If you're sitting there watching television,
yes,
and the power goes out,
yes,
you run to the bedroom and get under the covers.
1,000%.
Okay.
But why though? What do you think?
For some reason, the duvet will save me.
No, but your door is still locked though.
Absolutely.
And you're on the what floor?
I'm on the 3rd floor.
Okay, that's still high enough that it's very difficult for somebody to get in.
That's why I get in trouble when I leave the balcony door unlocked.
Because Matthew thinks somebody's going to climb up the wall.
Yeah.
In the
But why do you
fog.
leave the balcony unlocked?
No, if it's a mistake, like I close it after the dog was out and I don't lock it.
Right.
Matthew, like people can come in.
Right. So you think it's scarier to be in your room with the door closed than it is with the door
You
open?
leave the bedroom door open.
Interesting.
Because you don't know what's out there.
Interesting. Well, okay, if you're like alone and a little bit scared,
Yeah.
scarier in your bedroom, scarier door open or scarier door closed?
Scarier door open.
Open?
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
No, if it's closed, then your mind starts wondering what's behind the door.
No, but it's open because
Yeah.
then you're anticipating something
Right.
or someone running in.
But if the door
And
is
you
open,
see-
you can see them running.
No, you can't. Not always.
You should start hanging like a scrunchie with a couple forks on the end of it around your doorknob more, and then that
Oh,
way,
great idea.
if somebody starts jiggling it, you'll hear it when you're sleeping.
Pro
It's a
tip.
great idea.
Right.
Life
Also,
hack.
Maury would never eat with another fork ever
Yeah.
again after that.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So I don't know where Justin Timberlake is, but wherever he is, he's having a terrible day today.
Why?
So remember Framing Britney Spears, the documentary?
Yeah.
When that came out and how awful Justin Timberlake came off in it, right?
Yeah.
And so much so that he had to apologize for his role in everything that Britney went through.
Mhm.
Like he had to actually make a statement about it. And that was rough because people just, they went back and they re-remembered everything. They re-remembered, when he put that target on Britney's back after the Crimea River video and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm. And now wants to
Blamed
hear
her for everything.
Stand up.
So now we're finding out that Left Right TV, this is the production company that put together Framing Britney Spears. They're working on their follow-up. And the follow-up documentary that they're working on is the Janet Jackson Super Bowl wardrobe malfunction.
No, they are not. Yo, this is like a personal attack on JT, huh?
Right.
Back to back. Oh,
Right.
no.
Especially what happened was recently somebody involved in the production in wardrobing at that event at the 2004 Super Bowl with the wardrobe malfunction. They have now come out to say that this was Justin's idea, but not only was it Justin's idea, he wanted to do it because he wanted to do something bigger than Britney Spears did on the MTV Awards with the Madonna kiss.
Oh, he's trying to upstage that moment?
So this was supposed to upstage Britney.
JT.
And what they said was the people involved took issue with the term wardrobe malfunction, and they said this, quote, "I wouldn't call it a wardrobe malfunction in a million years. It was the most functioning wardrobe in history. As a stylist, it did what it was intended to do," meaning this was supposed to happen. And then, of course, MTV never produced another Super Bowl halftime show ever again, and blah, 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 Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. But Justin Timberlake
on the whole thing.
Justin Timberlake came off so badly in the Framing Britney Spears documentary that he had to apologize for it. Now they're going to do one on the Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction Super Bowl performance. This is not a good day for Justin Timberlake.
So, like, tell him to stay off Twitter and
Right?
stuff?
This is not a good day.
Yeah, submit your phone to somebody.
If he got killed on Twitter because of that, because of Britney,
yeah,
right? With the Crimea River video, imagine how he's going to come out at the end of this one.
Yeah, because he didn't say a single thing
Right.
for years.
For years.
And
Yeah.
let Janet go through that whole thing all by
Right,
herself.
Right. Imagine this now.
Oh, JT.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, hold on a second here. There was a real crazy birthday today that really threw me for a loop.
Okay.
So not a lot of birthdays today. There's like 4 like famous people whose birthdays
4
they are
celebrity
today.
birthdays,
Yeah,
okay.
one I don't think you'll know. Do you know who Daniel Day-Lewis is?
No, who's that?
Daniel Day-Lewis. He was in a movie called There Will Be Blood. He was in Gangs in New York.
Okay.
Did you ever see Scorsese's Gangs in New York?
Never watched that one.
You never saw Gangs in New York?
No.
With Leonardo DiCaprio? And really?
Never.
How did you sleep on that one?
Huh?
It's awesome. They fight with like knives and stuff like that.
Oh.
You'd love it. It's brutal.
Yeah, never
I think he
watched that.
plays a guy named Bob the Butcher.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
okay.
Bill the Butcher. One of the two. It's either Bob the Builder and Bill the Butcher or Bill the
Bob the Builder?
Yeah, one of the
That's
two.
no,
He's
that's
no. It's either
children's character.
no, I know. He's the
Oh.
butcher. I just don't know if it's Bob or Bill.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes,
Bob
but
the Butcher, Bill
I
the
get
Butcher.
yes, I get them confused. So anyway, Daniel Day-Lewis is 64.
Okay.
Uma Thurman, Maury. How old is Uma Thurman?
Oh, very good in Pulp Fiction.
She's a tough one for me.
55.
Mocha.
No way. Uma Thurman still got to be in her 40s.
Yeah, what do you
I'm going to
say?
say she's 47.
51.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer is 55.
Maury.
59.
63.
No.
Yes.
Catwoman is 63?
Yes. Yes. Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay.
What's the deal with my birthday?
Jerry
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
That was my Seinfeld.
Is 56?
Maury.
60.
67.
Jerry Seinfeld is almost 70
Thank
years
you.
old.
Thank
Stop
you.
it.
Thank you.
Get out of here.
Yes.
No.
67.
What?
Yeah.
How
Yo,
old
he
would he
looks
have been?
amazing for
Right?
his age.
When he was, so what was he in his 20s during Seinfeld?
20s? How old? When do you think Seinfeld came around?
Like 92 to 98?
Right. So do the math on that.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you. I said do the math on that.
Okay.
The math on that would be...
30-something.
No. Do the math.
Okay, so he's
It's-
going to be 69.
It's 2000 and...
No, he's 67 now.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I never said he's going to be 39. Okay.
67.
Okay, so Seinfeld is 39.
And it's 2021.
What's that?
So it's 2021, so 20 years off.
Did you say it's 2020 something?
Yeah.
Okay. You might need
60,
to
50,
get a
40.
handle on
So
that.
in 2000, he was 47.
Okay.
We're not asking that, though. That wasn't the question.
Working our way backwards. I just thought you'd
Okay.
be like very good,
Yeah.
like a progressional very good.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So if 2000, so 46 would
Right.
be 99. So 40, between 43 and 45. Boom.
Between 43 more. I just,
No,
it's
like when Seinfeld started to when Seinfeld ended, 43 to 49.
Okay. When did Seinfeld start?
91.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was 80s.
Hold on here.
Was it 89?
That's what I thought.
I
I
don't
thought
know.
89
I don't
was
know.
like 89.
You said it was. You said it was. You
When
said
is
it
it,
very
Shem? Shem knows.
convincingly.
89.
89.
Okay, 89.
89. 89 to what, Maury?
To 97.
No, 98.
98.
89. So he was how old? So okay, so let's get this straight. Let's
You
get this
get
straight.
all the numbers
You said
wrong.
Jerry Seinfeld was between which age and which age while he was doing Seinfeld?
43 and 47.
Okay, so Maury says Jerry Seinfeld was 43 and 47 while doing Seinfeld, which debuted in 89 and wrapped in 98. Do you want to change your answer at all?
So at what point did he stop?
I don't know what's going on.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
There's a feature on Netflix that they've been testing out for about a year now called Play Something. I checked my account today. I don't have it yet, but apparently most people should, unless they're like slowly rolling it out for everyone.
Right.
According to the Netflix press release for Play Something, sometimes we just don't want to have to make a decision. And now when watching Netflix, we don't have to. The Play Something feature won't just play anything. It's all based on your profile's preferences and streaming history. Because how many times have we all sat in front of Netflix, whether solo or with somebody else, trying to figure out and wasting like 30 or so minutes, scrolling, and then eventually just giving up.
Right.
So, as Netflix notes, using the Play Something feature, it will present a bunch of interesting options that are in line with everything else that you've already either watched or are about to watch. Like it views your history.
Isn't that just what's on your regular page anyway?
Sort
the
of.
same 25 things, row after row after row.
I know, but what this does, you hit play something and it will automatically play something. It's not like you have a selection of things to watch. So when you hit the play something feature, it will automatically either play a brand new series or film, a series or film that you're already watching, so like next in line, or will continue watching from pick up from something that maybe you haven't finished watching.
Right.
A series or film that is on your list. Like if you've taken things and added it to your list that you have not yet watched, it will just automatically just start playing one of those things.
But wouldn't I just do that anyway? If that's what I wanted to watch, play something on my own list?
Sure, but if you are one of those people where you don't know what you want to watch, maybe you're not sure that you want to watch something on your list, you just hit the play something.
Yeah.
And it will automatically, based on your history, based on what's on your list, based on what you've watched before, based on what you are currently watching. Maybe you're watching a series, and it will automatically select either maybe you haven't finished watching an episode of a show, it will pick up from that episode, or if you finish watching, it will pick up from the next episode.
This is like the Netflix version of chat roulette. Where I'm just gonna just keep hitting play something else, play something else, play something else, play something else. I'm gonna spend as much time
on
hitting
play something
as I would just scrolling.
Because I think because I don't have it on mine yet, so I can't tell you.
There's no way.
You hit play something, it will play, and then you have to exit out of that.
If I was watching a show, okay, and I'm on Netflix, if I'm watching a show and I know I got like 3 episodes left, if I hit play something after I've decided to not watch that next episode of the show because I want something different, and it plays that episode because it thinks that that's what I want, it should know I obviously don't want to watch that next episode. Otherwise, I would have hit continue watching. Obviously, it should know that I don't want to play something on my list. Otherwise, I just would have went to my list, which makes life easy.
I didn't write the code for this.
I know. It's
all right.
Worry about other things. My Netflix, by the way, Catherine's going to leave me. I've ruined television in our house so much.
You're going to have to sign up with a new account.
Okay, so here's what we have. I have what everybody else has. I have Netflix.
Yeah.
I have Prime. We have Disney.
Yeah.
And I got
Apple?
I got an Apple.
Yeah.
And we got now we're into the world of VPN, right? And Hulu. Okay, so I have all these things, but when you touch the VPN, as we talked about, it turns my computer into an American system.
Well, how do you
USA,
do that?
USA, right? So you click a button, and then all of a sudden you have to go now on my system. You have to go to it's like a multiverse. Okay, it takes you to World 2, right? So if the VPN is now on and Catherine goes to continue watching something on Netflix, it doesn't take you to our normal Netflix.
It takes you to US Netflix?
Now you're in World 2 Netflix, which is the US Netflix, and what she was watching is no longer there for her, and she's got to try and figure out. And then so I fell asleep on the couch last night, and she went through, she was looking to finish watching 15 minutes of a movie that she didn't watch the other night.
Yeah.
15 minutes. Took her an hour to find it.
No.
Yeah, because
Poor
she's in
girl.
the multiverse. She has to go through everything all with the VPN on, and then everything all with the VPN off. VPN, by the way, I have no idea what it is.
No, me
I don't
neither.
even know
Never
how
heard
to.
of
I
that
don't even know
before.
how to work it.
You don't even know how it
it's
got on your
awesome.
computer.
I have no idea how it got on my computer. But yes, I am now. There's World 1 and World 2 on my.
You're gonna have to get your own apartment. You know that, right?
I'm going to.
No,
very
but strictly
soon.
for watching
I know.
TV shows and movies.
I know. And then what I'm going to have to do is find a way, and I don't know how to do this either, but just start downloading all the things that Catherine likes to watch and just load them all up for her so she can
do that.
Why? And then maybe what I'll do is I'm just going to create.
No,
this,
like you could just that technology doesn't exist.
no,
does
it does. And then my plan, here's my big plan, okay, is I'm going to just take all the things that Catherine likes to watch. I'm going to put everything on one drive, and I'm just literally going to call the drive. I thought of this. I'm literally just going to call the drive Play Something. So she can just click it. Isn't that a great idea?
The Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
Oh, I got a story for you.
Go.
A woman in Massachusetts hired a treasure hunter by the name of Keith Wiley. He's got a very popular YouTube channel called Rediscover Lost. She hired this guy to look for money that was rumored to be hidden inside of her home.
Her home?
Yeah. He found it. So let's backtrack, okay?
Okay.
An old rumor said that relatives had hidden a large amount of cash somewhere in the house. Her aunt and uncle had previously lived there. This house was built back in the 50s.
Right.
And according to rumor, her aunt and uncle left money behind. They don't know how much. They don't know where in the house. They don't even know if it's true because this was just rumors that was told throughout family members, right? So this woman had spent years looking in various parts of the house for this treasure and couldn't find anything anywhere.
Right.
She even said that another uncle and cousin had been looking in a specific part of the house. They were able to figure that it might be in the attic.
Okay.
We're looking in various parts of the house.
How big's this house that you can't just do it yourself?
I guess they didn't want to pull up all
You
the
gotta
floorboards
outsource it.
in.
So they're coming in with like X-rays and stuff like this, and
Because it costs
looking
money.
into the
Like, you got to
walls
pay to rip
and-
all that stuff up, and then you got to
Yeah,
pay
true.
to redo it if you don't
Right.
find anything. But
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
able to figure out, okay, it might be the only place we hadn't really looked
Yeah.
is the attic.
Yeah,
and
spiders.
according to this rumor, it's in the attic. Her uncle and cousin had made all these chalk markings on the floorboards in the attic.
Okay.
Which this lady then thought were clues. She went and asked this old ass uncle who said he couldn't even remember making these markings on the floor.
Okay.
So she's getting ready to sell the house, which is why she's frantically trying to find this alleged treasure.
Okay.
And according to other family members, what they could piece together is that the only clue that they could give this treasure hunter was that you could see the box of money through the floorboards in the attic when the light from outside is shining through a window and hits like at a perfect angle at a specific time of day.
Like Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Exactly.
Shut up.
Right?
No way.
So this guy, this treasure hunter, he
Yeah.
just did what all treasure hunters do. He used a metal detector and one of those endoscopic cameras. that
Yeah.
He just sticks in the floorboard because he pulled up a couple of the floorboards.
Yeah.
I was looking around, and he used like an app on his phone to view
Right.
where the camera was going.
Yeah.
In less than an hour, this guy found the metal box. Inside the metal box,
Yeah.
$46,000 in cash.
Oh, it's not bad. That's
Now,
not bad.
I don't know how much he charged
Yeah.
for that less than an hour of work.
I wouldn't call that treasure, though.
You're
right?
thinking like
That's not treasure.
gold coins.
Yeah. Like I don't know what it's
artifacts.
like to have an old rich relative. I never had any of those. My grandfather had something on his bar that I wanted, which he was a little doll of a monk, and when you pushed down his head, his wiener popped out of his robe.
Oh my God,
I always thought that was great. I wanted that.
Either it was like an uncle of mine had the
Yeah.
same thing, or my dad had it.
Yeah.
I remember the exact same thing.
That's the only thing I ever
it was
wanted.
like a brown robe,
Yeah,
right?
brown robe. Yeah, yeah.
And the monk was bald?
Yeah, and I was like 4, and I just used to sit on the bar and push his head down and make his wiener fly out. But I never had a rich anything, right?
Yeah.
But to call this fortune, like to call 46,000, and I'm not saying
I don't know, man.
46,000.
46 grand.
It's a lot of money, but
It
I was
is.
thinking gold,
Right.
right? But 46 grand is 46 grand. I got no problem with that. But I've never had a rich anything. Right? Like, there's nobody in the history of my family. But nobody tells a story of like that one rich guy in my family.
Nobody tells a story about the little figurine of the monk. He presses his head and the wiener pops out.
Yeah.
Like, where did that
That
end
was
up?
the most prized possession. That was our greatest treasure growing up. Okay? It was the thing we fought for when the man died.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Here we go.
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 Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Let's do the news.
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
According to the co-founders of Omni Hoverboards, they tell TMZ that they are very close to bringing a new hoverboard model to market.
Okay.
That means the public, according to them, will soon be able to buy a limited supply that will be made available by late summer 2021. Now, these are hoverboards that are basically drones. Okay, so you stand on the board, and it has like drone propellers around it, and you have a controller in your hand, and you can sort of go up and down. A lot of different companies have made these, and the reason that the clips on YouTube are so short is because most of them allow you to be in the air for around 3 minutes. Okay, but Omni is saying that they're developing a board that will allow you to be in the air for 30 minutes.
Yeah? I'm down. How much? They say?
Yeah, the 10 propeller model is expected to...
10 propellers?
Yeah, 10 propellers, right, is expected to go for $36,000.
Okay.
The 8 propeller model, 27 grand.
Yeah, not interested anymore.
Okay. I didn't think you would be.
I'm good with just walking.
Right. Yeah. I could justify, there's some things I could justify to Catherine, right? Cool things, right?
Totally.
You know what I mean? You get an allowance of cool things that you are allowed to just buy with no resistance.
Sure.
Right? Cool things that you're interested in, keep you happy. You're happy outside on your thing. You come in the house, you're happy, right? It's all
Regular
good.
drone, VR goggles, right? All that tech stuff. Sure.
All that stuff. $37,000 on a hoverboard that only goes in the air for 3 minutes?
I know. And 10 propellers. You know how big that hoverboard is? No.
Bro.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
I'd be sleeping here.
You'd be sleeping. Yeah, I was just going to say. What, and you'd be sleeping here only after she kicked you out of the garage. Like it would go the garage, the backyard, then in here.
Yeah, then in here. Yeah, not interested.
Yeah, you'd get kicked out of 3 places if you spent that kind of money on a hoverboard.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Dax Shepard talking about, I really like his podcast with the clips that I see. He's got a real good thing going, and he's fun and smart. But he's been very open about his dependency on alcohol and pills and everything else. And one of the things that came up recently was how he explained his relapse to his kids.
And they knew, like when they relapsed, we explained, well, Daddy was on these pills for his surgery, and then Daddy was a bad boy, and he started getting his own pills. And yeah, we tell them the whole thing.
And when it comes to recovery and taking meetings, his daughter had this reaction.
One of the cuter moments was, I want to say my oldest daughter was 3, back when my daughters really wanted to be with me 24 hours a day. And she said, where are you going? And I said, I'm going to AA. She said, why do you have to go? I go, because I'm an alcoholic. And if I don't go there, then I'll drink, and then I'll be a terrible dad. And she said, can I go? And I said, well, no, you got to be an alcoholic. And she goes, I'm going to be an alcoholic.
Oh, no.
And I said, you might become one. The odds are not in your favor, but you're not there yet.
What a sad but hilarious story at the same time.
Yeah, they're great.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Apple TV Plus tomorrow. Oprah is sitting down with Elliot Page.
Oh, yeah?
For the first, I don't know if I've seen him do like a big interview. I know he's done clips and stuff like this, but this is like a big sort of Oprah interview. Here's a little bit of what went down.
For me, I think it is in this time we're in right now, and especially with this, horrible backlash we're seeing towards trans people, particularly trans youth, it really felt imperative to do so. And the experience I had closeted so long, I came out as gay right before my 27th birthday, and up until then, I had pretty much never even touched someone outside who I was in love with, And so I think any kind of sensation of feeling that again, there was just no way I could do it. And it felt important and selfish for myself and my own well-being and my mental health. And also with this platform I have, the privilege that I have, and knowing the pain and the difficulties and the struggles I faced in my life, let alone what so many other people are facing, it absolutely felt just crucial and important for me to share that.
Elliot also said that he knew he was a boy from very, very early on, which you could only imagine affects you throughout your entire life. This is when he knew he was finally comfortable.
What part of your transition has actually brought you the most joy?
Goodness, what has brought me the most joy? The most joy. It's getting out of the shower and the towels around your waist and you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're just like, there I am. And I'm not having the moment where I'm panicked. I'm not having all these little moments that used to be just being in a t-shirt. It's being able to touch my chest and feel comfortable in my body for probably the first time. Tears of joy.
That will drop tomorrow on Apple TV+.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Kyle Lowry was doing a live stream with a 9-year-old kid, and with him was sitting down with Pascal was with him, and OG was with him as well.
Okay.
And they were answering questions from this 9-year-old kid, and then this 9-year-old kid just asked a simple question, but it's one of those things where sometimes a kid asks a simple question, and it turns out that words hurt.
Oh no!
You have been in Toronto for 9 years, more than my whole life. What was the best day spent in Toronto?
Oh, wow.
You just made me feel really old, man. Like, really old. Like, I know I'm old, and these two they make fun of me already. So this right here is just giving more ammo to make fun of me. So, oh my God. Jesus. Y'all heard that? I'm older than this kid. I've been in the city of this kid. That's crazy.
Hey, that's crazy.
Thanks for making me feel old. You know what? I'm gonna cry when I get off this call.
Yo, he's 35 years old.
35 years old.
Right? That's not old.
Yeah.
Be proud, Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, but kids have a way of doing that.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
man.
You've been in Toronto for longer than I've been alive. Oh, shush. There's a better way to say that, man. Okay? There's a kinder, gentler way to say that.
How does it feel to be playing for the Raptors for as long as you have?
Yes, thank
Right?
you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Did the Jeopardy champion throw up a white power hand symbol on the show? I don't know if you saw this, but there's a guy named Kelly Donahue who, as it is right now, there was 450 former Jeopardy contestants who have all signed a petition asking the show to acknowledge it, saying that Kelly Donahue threw up a white power sign. Now, the white power sign is this. Have you seen people do this before?
The OK symbol?
The OK symbol. Yes, this has now become white power. So
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has. And
I am not allowed to do this no more?
Well, you can. I can. But so the way that it's designed is that
Couldn't they come up with something else?
Is that this is supposed to be the P, right?
Yeah.
And then this is the W. So people have used this, I guess, right? And okay,
all right.
okay. So anyway, so he was on, and when they announced him, he sort of did this. He made that okay hand sign, and he put it over his heart and tapped his heart, right?
Like this? Like this?
Yeah, like that. No, like this. It was.
Oh, like this?
Yeah, it was flat. It was flat. Like you could barely see the okay part. You could just see 3 fingers.
Oh, like
and
this.
I can't see what you're doing, man. You're too short. I mean, I can't see what you're doing.
Shut up, man.
Okay, yeah, just like that. Yeah.
Man.
So what happened is that everybody went in on him, and then all these other former contestants were like, apologize, and then he had to go on and say something. But on day 1, when he was a champion, he held up 1 finger. On day 2, when he was a champion, he held up 2 fingers. On day 3, when he was a champion, he held up 3 fingers.
And did it in the same way?
Pretty much. Yes. It was a consistent 1, 2, 3.
So it's just called counting.
Right?
Everybody?
Yes, but not. You can't celebrate 3, right?
So what
you
should he have
celebrate
done?
4, you can celebrate 5.
Okay, but here's the thing though,
Right,
okay?
yeah.
Let's say he wanted to celebrate 3.
Yes.
And flash some fingers.
Right.
And if he did index finger and middle finger on one hand, and then index finger on another hand,
Right.
and flash those up, he'd
Right.
be accused of throwing gang signs.
Yes.
So it's a no-win situation.
Yes. So he said this, many of the great champions of old had a little signature hello they would do on screen when being introduced by Johnny Gilbert, he wrote. I decided to count my victories. That's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 3, no more, no less. There wasn't a hidden agenda or any malice behind it. If I had managed to repeat as a champion, you would have seen me throw up a number 4.
Yeah.
So that's really all that went down. But this blew up, dude.
Aw,
450 former Jeopardy contestants signed a petition. 450.
And this was before they asked him to give an explanation.
Yeah, well, this is all exploded all at once,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. Take that for what you can do. We'll get
But
the
just to be
pictures
clear,
up
am
for
I
you.
allowed to do okay anymore or no?
I would say I would do thumbs up now. I wouldn't do okay anymore.
But I love okay.
I know, so do I. But we just can't. You can't do okay anymore. You can do you can do okay when you're with people. Like you can be like, yeah, man, no prob.
Yeah,
you
cool,
just
what's up?
you just if you see a flash,
Yeah.
you break that person's phone.
So don't take pictures like this.
Don't take pictures like that.
Only go like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
It is on between Joe Rogan and Dr. Anthony Fauci. So yesterday we played you the clip of Joe Rogan on his podcast talking about the idea of vaccinating younger people.
If you're like 21 years old and you say to me, should I get vaccinated? I go, no.
Yeah.
Are you healthy? Are you a healthy person? Like, look, don't do anything stupid, but you should take care of yourself. You should, if you're a healthy person and you're exercising all the time and you're young and you're eating well, and like, I don't think you need to worry about this. People are worried about them doing it for their children. And we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
There's that you might have to have your children vaccinated. And, you know, I can tell you as someone who's both my children got the virus, it was nothing. I mean, I hate to say that. If someone's children died from this, I'm very sorry that happened. I'm not in any way diminishing that. But I'm saying the personal experience that my children had with COVID was nothing.
And Dr. Fauci's response to that is this.
That's incorrect. And the reason why is that you're talking about yourself in a vacuum then. You're worried about yourself getting infected and likelihood that you're not going to get any symptoms. But you can get infected and will get infected if you put yourself at risk. And even if you don't have any symptoms, you're propagating the outbreak because it is likely that you may inadvertently and innocently then infect someone else who might infect someone who really could have a problem with a severe outcome.
We talked about this the other night. Like, have you heard anybody talk about like what the plan is for kids? Have you heard anybody mention about vaccinating kids?
No.
No, right? Are we supposed to?
I don't think so. Not yet, at least.
But like out of all the conversations that have happened and the amount of times we've been talking about schools and everything else, I haven't heard one single thing about what the sort of long-term plan is with vaccinations for kids.
I think because they don't know yet. Because so many people are going through rounds 1 and in the States, rounds 1 and 2.
But we all know every other age group when they're supposed to get it. But nobody's even mentioned that kids are going to be even in line.
I think because they're waiting to see what the outcome down the road. I don't think we'll find out anytime soon.
I don't know.
The only thing I know is that they've said that we could be needing a vaccine once a year.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but I'm really,
For
I
adults.
was puzzled by it. After I heard the Joe Rogan thing, not when he's talking about 21-year-olds, when he was talking about his kids, I'm like, I haven't heard anything. Like, not one thing about where they sort of fall into this plan.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The oldest known bottle of whiskey, Mocha, is going up for auction.
Oh, I'm interested. I love whiskey.
A bottle of LaGrange, Georgia, is about to hit the auction block. It is
Okay.
believed to be the oldest known bottle of whiskey. The
Selling
online
for?
auction set for June 22nd.
Yes.
The bottle was produced sometime between 1762 and 1802, around the same time as the Revolutionary War and the Whiskey Rebellion. What do you think the world's oldest bottle of whiskey is going to fetch at auction? I'll tell you this, okay?
Okay.
A rare bottle of whiskey in 2019 sold at auction for, it was 60 years old, sold at auction for $1.9 million in 2019.
I wasn't going to go that high with
So
my
what,
guess.
so what do you think the oldest known bottle of whiskey in existence, bottled between 1762 and 1802, is going to go for?
2 million?
2 million. You say 2 mil?
Yeah.
They say 20 grand.
What?
Yeah, they say
No.
between 20 and 40 grand.
Why?
They say even though it is the oldest, it's not the most precious. It doesn't have the clout as some of these other whiskeys do. This was
But it's
just
the oldest.
This was just straight up bottled whiskey. There's nothing special about it. There's no heritage other than the fact that
The
it's
heritage
old.
is the fact that it's old.
I agree with you. I agree. But they say that they're
Only 20
they're
grand?
between 20 and 40 grand is what they say. At auction is what they're expecting for the world's oldest bottle of whiskey. You should see this bottle. It looks like pirate strength, this stuff,
Yeah?
man. Yeah.
I can't imagine it being that good.
Yeah.
Like, it'll probably kill you.
Oh,
One sip and you're
God.
dead.
You couldn't drink it.
No, not at all.
Oh, God. You're going to drink something that was made, somebody in 1762 made something that you're going to put in your body?
Probably didn't wash his hands.
No.
or at all.
They had scurvy.
Yeah. The amount of disease that's in that
You
liquid.
Yeah, a big cup of rickets, right? Nobody wants that.
No, absolutely not.
Roz and Mocha Q&A.
Oh boy, guys, we have some great questions for this week's Ask Razamoka.
Oh, yeah?
As always, we're going to head to the phones. Hello. It is Razamoka. What's your name?
My name's Victoria.
Okay, Victoria, because you are VSBP on IG,
Yeah.
and we see your name pop up all the time in the Ask Razamoka comments. Is this the first time that we've got you on the phone?
You actually talked to me like right when the podcast was first starting.
Oh, wow.
Before you did FML, because my question was more of like an FML.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
It's been a few years.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
What is your question?
So my question was, what is the worst movie you've seen lately?
Do you have an answer?
So my husband put the movie Money Plane on the other day on Prime, and of course he fell asleep like 10 minutes after he chose the movie.
Yeah.
So I ended up watching the whole thing, and it was like, I can get enjoyment from a bad movie. So I mean, I definitely watched it, and it was corny, but it was just a bad movie.
Okay, which one was Money Plane? Tom Cruise?
No,
No.
it's so, you know the wrestler The Edge?
Oh.
Edge, yeah?
Yeah, so he stars in it, and it was written and directed by one of the Lawrence brothers, if you remember them.
The Lawrence brothers?
Lawrence brothers.
You know, like Joey Lawrence.
Like Joey,
and-
like, whoa!
What? Hold on. Blossom's brother directed a movie starring Edge for the WWE?
So it was the little brother, Andy.
Okay, wait.
So Blossom's fake brother in the show's real brother directed a movie starring the WWE's Edge?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Note to self: never watch that movie.
Yeah, your guy sounds a whole lot like me at home. I constantly do that. I will pester Catherine into watching something with me, and then 5 minutes into it, I'll fall asleep, and she will. She calls that "Don't you GI Joe me tonight," because years ago I put on GI Joe with, I think, wasn't Channing Tatum in GI Joe? Was that what it was? Yeah.
Yeah.
I put on GI Joe with Channing Tatum. after I downloaded it first. So like I was out of the room for like a good half hour trying to work to get G.I. Joe. And then I put G.I. Joe on and then 5 minutes in I fell asleep and Catherine didn't know how to stop it. So she watched the entire thing.
Oh, no. Hey, by the way, this Money Plane movie that you're talking about, so Denise Richards is in it?
Yes.
And Kelsey Grammer. Frasier.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, geez.
damn. Sorry.
Okay, damn it, Maury. Worst movie you've seen in a long time.
Oh, the Bob and what is it? Barb and Star?
Oh, you didn't like that movie?
No, I loved it, but it was
Oh.
the worst movie. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, man. No, I like that
It was
movie.
terrible, but I enjoyed it.
Oh, see, I didn't think I loved it. I know a lot of people hated it.
I know what my husband would say if he was here right now.
Which is what?
Star Wars.
Which Star Wars?
He watched one at a birthday party for Roxy, and he's never to
For
this.
Roz's kid?
Yeah.
My kid.
Remember
Empire
you had a
Strikes Back?
birthday party at a movie theater and put on Star Wars.
Was it Empire Strikes Back?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We rented, we had a Star Wars party for Rox, and she was really into Star Wars, and we rented a movie. This is going to sound so indulgent. We rented an entire movie theater for her.
And had the entire cast of the movie show up.
No, and got them to play Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
And then all the kids showed up with their lightsabers, and then they just wound up having a giant lightsaber fight at the front of the arena or the theater. So it was really cool. But Matthew was there,
and still to this day, he's like, how does anybody watch Star Wars? He goes, it is the dumbest thing
jerk.
ever.
Oh, wow, jeez. I don't even remember Matthew being there, so tell him that.
I don't either.
I remember you being there.
Yeah. But I think I sat alone.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, your husband didn't even want to sit with
No,
you
he was
there?
next to me. That's a joke.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Worst movie that we've seen lately. I would have to I'm still going with Justice League, the Snyder Cut. Actually, both of them. I didn't like either of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, because the
Wow.
question is what's the worst movie you watched lately, right? So it's got to be Justice League for me.
I really did not like that Hillbilly Elegy movie.
Who's in that again?
Glenn Close and Amy Adams.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I think it was on Netflix. I really, really disliked Mank. I didn't even get through Mank.
I wanna watch that.
It was nominated for Academy Awards.
Yeah.
Just so self-indulgent and whatever. I started to watch that Nomadland movie, the one that won the Academy Award. So boring.
Oh, really?
So boring. And maybe it's great, and I'm sure people loved it, but oh my God, so boring. So basically, all the movies that were nominated for Academy Awards, I didn't.
Did you watch Minari?
I didn't like. No, I haven't seen Minari yet, and I really, really want to see Minari.
I still gotta watch that one.
And I haven't seen Ma Rainey yet either.
That was great.
And I still want to see. I still want to see Ma Rainey.
Also watch Nobody. That was amazing.
Victoria, have you watched Nobody yet?
No, but I just watched Promising Young Woman, and it was really good.
That's very good.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. Here's my problem with Promising Young Woman, right? In situations like that where you are doing the things that she's doing, right?
Yeah.
And my problem with the movie has nothing to do with that. But there's too many instances in that movie where human beings are not acting like human beings, which is if you are thinking that somebody's thinking you're doing something, but you're not really doing that thing, a normal person would go, well, hold on a second. Let me just talk to you for a second. What's going on here is this, and this.
Right.
There's in order for that movie to succeed, she is has to be incapable of being a person in those situations where she could quickly resolve a situation, like with her friends when she's walking out of the bar and her friend is walking into the bar, her boyfriend is walking into the bar. That whole thing is very easy to explain, but as soon as you explain it, you have no more movie.
Gotcha.
Right?
So maybe it was just a poorly written movie.
The movie's good, right? Like it's good because it's just different and everybody in it is awesome. But there's just too many moments in that movie where your suspension of disbelief has to be too high for me. Yeah.
All right.
Do you know it's directed by one of the person who directed it also stars on The Crown.
Yeah, Camilla Parker Bowles on The Crown directed that movie.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I didn't mind that movie. I'm not putting that movie on my list of the worst movies I've seen this year. But I didn't love it the way other people loved it.
So Victoria, Money Plane definitely not worth the rewatch.
No, I won't be watching it again.
But Money Train is very good.
Which one's Money Train?
Money Train is
Isn't that Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson?
That is a really good movie.
Is J-Lo in that one? No.
Yes.
Is she?
Yes.
Or Rosie Perez? No,
No,
I'm thinking
J-Lo.
of White Man Can't Jump.
No, J-Lo.
Oh,
Yeah,
Women
J-Lo.
Can't Jump, so good.
Yeah, that one's a classic.
And I love the theme song. The train is coming, yeah. The train is coming now.
Is that the song? Oh, you know what other movie I did not like?
What?
Actually, quite disliked? Trial of Chicago 7.
That is Sacha Baron Cohen?
The Sacha Baron Cohen movie.
That's on
yeah.
Netflix, right?
Yeah, I think it was on Netflix.
That got nominated
it
for a bunch of awards?
It did, yeah. It's a television show.
Oh,
It's-
really?
It's not an Academy Award
Did
movie.
you hear when he didn't win? He got up and walked out of where he was watching the Oscars from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got up and walked out.
Yeah. Well, I would too. You're not going to win. What are you going to hang out in that room for?
Yeah,
They wouldn't let you sit at home and Zoom. They drag you out of the house, made you get all dressed up. But that Trial of Chicago 7 movie,
Yeah.
it's a television show.
All right, so stay away from that.
It's a 90-minute plus, really. Like it plays out like a TV show.
Victoria, we appreciate you. Thank you very much for joining us on Ask Roz and Mocha.
Before you let me go, can I just say one more thing?
Absolutely.
So, Roz,
Yeah.
Roadhouse is a horrible movie.
I never said that. I didn't expect you to like it. I said that women hate that movie.
I know. I'm siding with you.
Okay, good.
Oh,
yes.
so you didn't like that one either.
Yes.
Victoria.
You know what?
Sorry, go ahead.
It's my dad's favorite movie, so I love it for that. But it's
Yeah. See? Okay, cool. I like that.
Hey, Victoria, before we let you go, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
it's Roz.
Oh, even with my horrible taste in movies?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
we have the same birthday, and I think you're, a cool guy. Not a smooth cool guy, but just a cool guy.
Just
You guys share a birthday.
I know. How old are you?
I'm 31.
Oh, Roz is much older.
Thank you,
Oh,
Maury.
wow, damn. Ouch.
Jeez, man, that hurts. Words hurt, man.
Thank you, Victoria. Love you lots.
Thanks, guys. Love you. Bye.
All right, Monica says here, I was listening to an old podcast and Mocha had a compilation of Damn It Maury's wheezes. I was dying of laughter. Does Mocha have an updated one and can we listen to it?
Oh, do we?
Yes and yes.
Just wait. Do you have the original there?
Do I have the
Okay.
original? Of course I do.
Oh. 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 Jeez.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Oh. Oh. Like a raptor.
Yeah. That one sounded like Maury actually fell over. Listen. It's like he passed out. So that's the old one.
That's the original Wheeze mix, right?
Yeah. So here's the new one that we have.
What?
Oh.
Yo, that last one, that one sounds like it really, really hurt the chest.
Oh,
There's like
God,
a
that
couple
hurts
of
my
things.
ears.
Listen, there's like a couple of things happening here. There's the wheeze.
There's a gurgle?
But then there's a gurgle. Yeah.
And a hum.
Right? Like it stings.
Oh,
it's almost like it should be in like one of those Insidious movies.
Yeah. Jesus. Okay, so there you go. Whoever asked for that.
You're welcome, Monica.
Thank you.
Caitlin says here, opinions on air fryers.
Don't really have an opinion on air fryer. 'Cause
I had one.
I don't own an air fryer.
I had one. I gave it away.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, but you were loving your air fryer for a while.
Yeah, but then I stopped using it. I just didn't. I was done with it. Like,
What made you done with it though? Because
everything came out kind of dry.
You were coming in here every day, going air fryer, air fryer, air fryer.
Oh, I
every
liked
single
the
day.
Instapot.
No.
Instapot is what
We're
it
talking
says.
about air fryer.
Yeah, no, I know.
Air fryer.
But air
Hard.
fryer, we got one, and I used it for a while for fries, but then
Yeah.
the fries just kept coming out like bricks, and I kept burning my hand on the drawer, and I'm like, okay, I'm done with this now.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
We have one.
Do you?
We
Okay.
literally used it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
we
then-
did fries. And they were amazing.
But
We just haven't gotten around to. I'm not getting rid of it.
Right.
We haven't gotten around to setting it up again.
How long?
It's still in the
How long
basement.
have you had it for?
Like 4 years.
Oh, and you made fries once. Out the door. Out
I
it
know. I
goes.
should probably get rid of it.
Out
I
it
gave mine
goes.
to my in-laws.
Out it goes. Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, we gave it
And
to...
are they using it, or did they use it once and then out the door?
You know, I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Guys, I have to tell you.
What?
So Cruz is fully potty trained now.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. That's big news.
He still has to wear. He still has to wear. Listen, I'm getting. I'm
I was
getting
like,
to
what
why.
does this have to do with an air fryer?
Listen to
Oh,
this.
no.
So he still wears like overnight,
Yeah.
just in case there's an accident, right?
Sure.
So we had this one brand called Ninjamas, like ninja pajamas, right? They had
Okay.
cool designs on them,
Yeah.
Ninjamas. And we ordered them from Amazon. So the last time we had ordered them, we got the notification your delivery's showing up. Got the notification your delivery has been made, right?
Mm-hmm.
The box was a lot bigger and a lot heavier than what we remembered. Remember now, the product is Ninjamas.
Pajamas.
I opened the box.
Yeah.
Inside that box, and the reason why it was bigger and heavier is because by accident, Amazon sent us a Ninja air fryer.
No.
Yes.
Did you look back at your orders? Did you click the wrong thing?
Jenna, she went back and looked, did that exact same thing, Maury. Guess what?
Yeah.
We did, in fact, order Ninjamas. And for some strange reason, they took that as a Ninja air fryer and sent it to the house.
Oh, wow. How much is the Ninja air fryer?
$300.
Oh, good for you.
How much are the ninja pajamas?
I don't know, like 29 bucks or something?
$29, yeah.
So what did you do?
We said, hi, it's in the garage.
Yeah.
Sell it.
No, my conscience
Well,
won't let me do that.
what's this kid going to if he sells the air fryer?
I don't know. We may send it back.
Yeah. Don't
Why
send
on
it
earth would you not
back.
sell it? What do you
My
mean you'd feel
God,
bad?
No,
Sell it.
I don't
Sell
know.
it.
It's still in the
Sell
garage.
it. Just put it up on the thing and let the. Does Jenna do like Facebook Marketplace and all that stuff? Is she obsessed with all that stuff too?
My sister-in-law does.
Okay, give it to your sister-in-law. Say, put this up on Facebook Marketplace, still in the box. I'll give you 50% of whatever we make. You just
Yeah?
take it off my hands. Get it out of my
You'd
life.
make more on eBay.
You would?
Jenna
make more on
wants,
eBay.
Jenna really wants to do the Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
But for me, I just feel it's uncomfortable because I
course
don't want
it is.
anyone. I don't want anyone showing up at
No.
our place.
Nope.
And and let's just say, for example, I always think about time management, right? Let's say if somebody shows up and then they look at the thing that we want to sell and they're like, "Nah, I'm not really interested," then like they don't have any obligation to buy it,
No.
and they could just leave, and they got to go through the whole process again.
But that's why if you put it on eBay, you put a bunch of pictures. People are knowing what it is they're buying, and then you send it. They're not coming to the house.
Right.
But then I got to
Whereas
send
Facebook
it.
Marketplace, there's like, negotiating, haggling, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
eBay, it's an auction, what it sells for, and off it goes.
Yeah,
And don't feel bad because Jeff Bezos makes a lot of money.
Right. Yeah, Catherine doesn't. She doesn't sell on Marketplace, but she buys on Marketplace.
Uh-huh.
So she's the one going out. But my brother's wife, who live with us, she basically runs a furniture business out of their house.
Oh,
Like,
yeah?
She buys all sorts. She drove to a couple of weeks ago. She drove from Toronto to Sudbury, picked up an end table, and drove home. And
An end table?
An end table.
For how much?
Like, I think she paid less than $100, and I think she sold it for like $450.
Oh,
there you
wow.
go. Yeah.
What'd she do? Like restore it and
Something
everything?
like that. No, nothing.
Oh.
No, they don't restore anything. She
flips it.
she just goes and finds things and flips them.
Yeah?
Yeah, and
Because
that's
then you have to
like,
think, like your gas to and from has to
there's
factor in, right?
there's that, right? But no, like this is a constantly revolving, because we rent a storage unit every month for just all our old crap, and they've
Yeah.
rearranged that, and now that is like where they store a lot of the stuff that they're buying on. But during the pandemic, because she's a photographer like Catherine is, and everybody sort of had to pivot, and she just started going out and buying things and selling them on Marketplace, and it is a revolving cycle of stuff coming in and out of the house that she's selling, and she's doing well.
I did that with a piece of art once.
Yeah.
I bought a Krasniansky for $800 and sold it for $600.
Excuse me.
What?
You what?
Yes. I bought a Krasniansky for $800
Yeah. And sold it for
$600.
Why?
Because
you needed $600.
Yes.
Right. How long had you owned it for?
Oh, like a couple years.
And
I bought it on a cruise ship.
And it depreciated, or you just paid too much up front?
I paid too much up front.
Okay. And
Yeah.
did you know you were paying too much up front?
No, I was drunk.
You were on a cruise ship and you spent $800 on a piece of art?
Yes.
Oh my God, Maury.
But you still lost money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't do that stuff anymore. I can't do that stuff. I went to some charity thing one time, and I got really drunk, and I wandered into the silent auction room, and I just started writing my name down on things.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and then at the end of the night, my cell phone starts ringing, and I was like, okay, and then all my stuff was off to the side, and I called Catherine. I'm like, hey, gotta come home. Can you get the door for me and help me outside? She's like, help you with what? And she was pregnant at this time.
Yeah.
She's like, help you with what? And I'm like, I bought a 75-piece set of tools and a giant wood and leather bench that looks to weigh about 250 pounds. And just,
it's a pregnant woman to help you with this?
yeah. And I was like, and a set of dishes. Oh my God. And can I tell you, can I tell you how great Catherine is? And this is why she's a keeper.
What?
The only thing she said to me was, what do the dishes look like?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I think you told the story. In the dishes, you never used them.
Never used them.
What about the tools?
Got rid of them. Got rid of the bench.
no.
The bench was so ugly. It was the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. I still swear that when I wrote down my bid for the bench, that I thought I was bidding on something else. Like I bought this bench, and I don't even recall ever seeing this bench.
Huh.
Right? So I think that maybe I sat on the bench and looked at something cool and thought that I was buying that thing.
But all for a good cause.
All for, I don't even think it was, to be honest with you.
Really?
No, I think it was some made up charity.
Frankie says here, if you had to wear a slogan on a T-shirt for the rest of your life, what slogan would you choose?
Don't knock it till you try it.
Like an actual slogan. Like we can't make up our own slogan right now, right?
Because
like
mine
it's
would
gotta
just be "That's what she said." Can I not wear a shirt that says "That's what she said"?
And for the rest of your life, though? You always screw up these for the rest of your life questions. Always.
But I love "That's what she said" so much.
Sure.
And it's been such a big part of my life.
Yeah, but someone would look at you and be like, what did she say?
Yeah. I don't know. That may, geez, that's tough. That's tough.
Then can I just stick to like the Nike slogan? Just do it?
Yeah.
Oh, what about I'm with stupid?
But what if you're alone?
Yeah. What if you're alone?
Well, then no one's going to see it.
No, but they'll see you are.
Oh, like I
stupid.
went to something alone.
No, if you are alone wearing a shirt that reads "I'm with stupid,"
Yeah.
who's stupid in that situation?
I guess, well, me.
Right.
You know what, Maury? Yes, get that shirt.
Yeah. God, I don't know. What are some other cool sayings?
Don't worry, be happy.
No, I couldn't do that. I don't believe that at all.
That's your slogan.
Yeah. Yeah.
What can we get for Roz?
Yeah. Hold on here. Let me just read this here.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah.
Roz's shirt would read, here's the problem with this.
Right.
Or here's the problem with that.
Right. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And then if somebody asks you, what's the problem with what?
Yes.
Then you have infinite answers.
Yes. I'll walk a mile for a camel. What's that?
That's dumb.
Oh, I'm looking up old slogans. Obviously, that's for Camel cigarettes. I get it now. I get it. Levi's used to be quality, never goes out of style.
Uh-huh.
Right? Oh, what about KFC? What about just a straight up finger licking good?
There you go. You can wear that.
Right? I could do that. Yeah, everybody's saying just do it.
Or can't touch this.
Can't touch this. Yeah.
Yours would be don't want to touch this.
Don't want to touch this. Yeah, like I like that, just like that keep calm and carry on kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh.
Baby got back.
Not, I'll tell you what my problem is.
What?
No, that would be your
Oh,
slogan.
yeah, I'll tell you what my problem is. Yeah. Let me tell you what my problem is.
Okay, Juliet says here, it's summertime. You're about to embark on a 2-hour drive to meet your family at the cottage. What are you playing on your stereo on your way up?
Like, am I alone?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, because that changes everything. Because when Roxy's in the car, we listen to the kids station. If I'm alone, I flip through, like, everything that I play in the car is retro music.
Uh-huh.
I don't listen to anything while I'm driving that was released past 1989.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just a mishmash
So
of
88 backwards?
88 backwards.
Damn.
Yeah. Or 89 backwards.
Or 89 backwards,
Yeah,
yeah.
89 backwards all the way.
Wow.
Like, I'll put the 60s channel on.
Yeah?
I'll do all that stuff. I listen to nothing. I have never, in the time that I've had my license, listened to anything that was released after 1989.
Wow.
In the truck. Yeah.
Dan Maury.
When you listen to the 60s channel, do you ever remember, like, I remember when this song came out?
No, Maury, because I wasn't born in the 60s, man. Add that one to the list. We got a new wheeze.
I love the 80s, like 70s rock or 80s, guaranteed.
Yeah.
You know, although, I mean, when we do drive places, Matthew brings all of his Mariah CDs, and I'm not allowed to control the CD player.
Wait, he actually brings CDs? You don't, like, plug your phone into, like...
No, he brings
using
CDs.
The aux cable?
No, he brings CDs, and he sits there, like, after a couple songs, and he'll eject
DJing?
it, and then put another one in, and I'm like, dude, you can put 6 CDs. It's a 6 CD thing. He's like, I don't trust that. I'm like, what do you mean you don't trust it?
What, you think he's going to eat the CDs?
Yes.
Yeah, so he has to eject each
Why
one.
doesn't he just create a playlist, like, on Apple and plug his phone in and then just hit play and then there you go?
Because he likes to read the liner notes as he's listening. Like, he likes to have an experience
He likes
holding
to do-
the case.
He likes to do anything that doesn't involve talking to you. Right?
Seems to be the case.
Like you guys are in a
it's
car
so
together.
boring.
He needs to find busy work while you guys are in the car together.
Do you know one time I drove him somewhere and he wanted to try sitting in the back seat? I was so mad. I'm like, I am not going to be your chauffeur.
So did he actually sit in the back seat?
The whole way.
Oh my God, how long was the drive?
It was an hour. And I'm alone in the front.
But why did he want to sit in the back?
He's like, I should sit in the back seat and see what it's like and, you know, sit here with Andy in the back seat. So the
'cause you
dog
had the
and Matt.
dog.
But he's like, I've never sat back here. I should sit here more often.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
You became his Uber. That's so funny.
I want to install one of those plastic shields.
Where were you taking him? To a friend's place?
I was taking him to his grandmother's.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. That's so good.
What am I listening to? I'm listening to 90s hip hop and R&B, and or 90s reggae, and or podcasts.
Yeah.
That's what I'm listening to.
podcasts. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't do that in the car.
No?
No.
I don't mind it.
No, I don't do it in the car. I get too distracted.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I like listening to podcasts.
I started listening to a podcast. I fell asleep. Like, the problem is it's people talking.
Yes.
Well, it depends on which one you're listening to.
We started Art Talk, which is the name of the
Oh,
podcast.
boring. Yeah,
I
of course you'd
fell
fall asleep. Of course you'd fall asleep. Art Talk. Okay, Sabrina says here, Roz, Mocha, Dammit Maury, and Shem.
Yes.
Which golden girl would you be?
Oh, here we go. Should we sing the theme song
Why
first?
don't Maury? Can you take the lead on this?
1000%.
Okay. First of all, how many Golden Girls are there?
There's Rose,
Yes.
Sophia, Blanche, Dorothy.
Yes.
And did I say Rose, Blanche, Dorothy, and that's all? There's 4.
There's 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Because you are the resident golden girl expert here. So I
I
can't answer because I don't know any of the characters.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I've
you
read
have to
4
answer
books
for
on
us.
the Golden Girls.
Okay. So who would be who?
Okay, so here's how it's going to be. Roz would be Dorothy, you know, the smart substitute teacher.
Disagree. Highly disagree. But go on.
Is Dorothy Betty White?
No, Dorothy is
B. Arthur.
B. Arthur.
B. Arthur.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on. Okay. So
Okay.
in your world, I'm the Dorothy.
Yes.
Okay. Mocha
Okay.
is the.
Mocha is Sophia.
Okay.
The mom.
Shem is.
Shem is Blanche because he's single and ready to mingle.
Okay.
And of course, I'm Rose. Argue me on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't disagree that you're Rose.
Who's Blanche again?
Blanche is the sexy one.
Well, okay. I
Well, I didn't. I said single and ready to mingle.
No, she was the sexy one.
And she made like a calendar once of the men of her bedroom.
Blanche was like the Mona of Golden Girls.
Mona from Who's the Boss?
From Mona from Who's the Boss. Blanche was very much she brought sex to Golden Girls.
kind of like what I do with the show,
Yeah.
right?
There you go.
Okay. It's a difficult one to it's hard to agree with that.
Fun
I don't-
fact.
Yeah.
So Rose.
You guys remember this?
No, what is this?
So we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl. Oh,
Remember the guys singing Golden Girls gospel style?
Right here.
That's great. That's great.
Do you ever regret spending time worrying about something and have it turn out okay?
All the time.
Yeah?
I think everybody does.
No, do I regret it though? No, I don't regret it. Have I spent an incredible amount of time worrying about something that turns out to be okay? Yes, absolutely. But I don't really regret it.
It's for me, it's any time we've ever moved, because I just worry that something, once we move into this new place, right, that there's going to be something wrong with the house. Like after we've taken possession of the house and it's now ours and all of our stuff's in there. Yeah, I always think.
Don't you have an inspector?
Yeah, you have an inspector but there's still like a week later something could happen. A month later something could happen.
Yeah,
right.
Like inspectors don't find things that they'll find structural issues. They'll find electrical issues.
Or
inspectors don't find things that just generally piss you off.
My
about
dad,
a
when
place.
he bought his place 20 years ago, he was really pissed off at the inspector because they didn't realize that the milkshake machine that was built into the kitchen island didn't work.
Right. I'll tell you this, though, Maura. It just goes to show you that you've been in your place for a very long time, because if you think that in this city, people are still getting home inspections done before they buy a place, you're crazy.
Don't you have to?
No, not at all.
Oh.
A lot
Hell
of places
no.
people are just like,
Bro, it
'cause
is
they're trying
people are buying them off the internet without seeing them.
Yeah, people are just looking for places to buy.
I learned that
And they
term on
worry about-
HGTV, sight unseen.
They worry about everything else after.
Yes.
I mean, when we bought our condo, we had to have an inspector.
No, you got to have an inspection.
Yeah.
Right? You were allowed to say, our offer is contingent on an inspection.
That's when we learned that the washing machine didn't work and they had to buy us a new one.
Right. Yes, that does not happen anymore.
Yeah.
At all.
That's-
Ever.
wow, that's a mistake.
Ever.
Well,
it
then-
doesn't happen anymore.
Well, it should.
Yeah, I know people that bought a house and they had in the basement, the ad listed like hookup for washer and dryer, right? And you're like, okay, cool, because everything else was just like sort of done. And then they're like, okay, so yeah, we'll get the washer. And when we move in, we'll get the washer and dryer, put the washer and dryer in the basement, everything else, da da da. And in the basement, there was the hookup for a washer and dryer. But to get to the basement, it was impossible to actually get a washer and dryer down to the basement.
What?
Oh, like the stairs were too
the way
slim.
that the place was renovated.
Yeah.
Right. The way that the stairs were, there was a jet out at the bottom of the stairs. Now
So you can turn the corner?
you don't notice it when you're walking because you don't take up that kind of space. But there was no way to get a washer and dryer or even a skinny combo unit down there. So these people did the renovation on this house.
Yeah.
Right. Had fully intended on putting a washer and dryer in before they sold it. They fully realized that you couldn't actually get a washer and dryer into the basement, and then just sold the place as hookup ready for washer and dryer.
Which technically it is.
Technically it is. But then you got to go down and start ripping up walls.
Yeah, your problem now.
It's your problem now.
Oh, that is the worst.
Right? And that's what it's like now when you buy houses. That's it.
worst.
That's what it's like. We looked at a place, not because we were looking to move or anything, but we looked at a place. And these guys had it because in the city, not every house, if you're not listening from in and around where we are, oftentimes in the city, you don't get a driveway, and it's not even called a driveway. It's called a parking pad, but it's a little one space spot in front of your house. Some streets, every other house will have one because in that place is a tree, or in some streets, only half the road will have driveways. The other half is street parking, that kind of thing. We were looking at a place that was advertised as having parking. And we went down to look at it. And they had like interlocking brick, like in front of the house, just looked like a tiny little parking pad, all this other stuff. And then as we were leaving, I go, what's that? And Catherine's like, what? And I'm like, so there's interlocking brick for the driveway.
Yeah.
But there's still a sidewalk there that doesn't dip down and go to the road. It's just straight up sidewalk all the way across.
So how do you get on the driveway?
You don't, because there is no driveway. They just ripped up the lawn and put interlocking on and took pictures of it and were selling it as a driveway.
No.
But the sidewalk didn't dip. Like to get from the road there, you would have
To
to
the
jump the
driveway,
curve.
yeah.
In order to be able to park
And
your
you can't
car
just
there.
change the sidewalk, right? Like you'd have to get.
No, you can't just change the sidewalk.
It belongs to the city.
No, yeah, but that's how they were selling it. That's how they were selling it. Yeah,
Damn.
crazy.
Dan Moore, do you ever spend time, regret spending time worrying about something and have it turn out okay?
Every single thing in my life, but specifically anytime Mocha ever sends a note to the group chat saying, hey guys, quick show meeting at 9:00 tomorrow, I my pants every time.
Do you? Why?
Why?
I have no idea. I always assume the worst. And then it turns out to be completely nothing.
Oh, because you think it's all about you?
I just
Or you think
that's
we're all
just-
going to get fired?
No, I just think something's wrong. Oh my God, did I screw up something?
Yeah,
Or
something about you.
Yeah.
No, sometimes we have to have
Every
show
time.
discussions.
I know. Every time. I'm like, oh no.
You have an answer for this, Ross?
By the way, hold on. Don't text that later because now I know it won't be real.
Well, yeah, but there is going to be that later, though. Don't you worry.
Hit us up on
It's already
Instagram
decided.
every time you see us post Ask Roz and Mocha, because this is where we get the questions from. Just leave a comment and we'll go through them. This has been the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.